I'll rent cars. But I've had some weird fucking Uber drivers.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Out of control teenagers
For the most
taking
part.
over
Yeah, I guess
streets.
the XLs are probably cool. It's when I
Less
go
drunks on the
ghetto.
road, so I think that's a net positive.
What's that?
Less drunks on the road, so that's a net positive.
That is a good
In
point. I'm pro Uber.
2017, two men saw the world as we know it collapsing and formed a partnership that took the internet by storm. They continue that fight today against the masses and elites that brainwash us every day by not taking any of it seriously.
He's lisping! He's Pakistani!
You're right. Her husband wasn't fucking her because he was on some chatterbait site with fucking balloon tits. Yep. So she took it out on fucking Rover.
And what happened was she saw him online one day chatting with somebody doing puppy play.
Oh,
She's like, that's it.
No, you're
Those
right.
dogs are going to pay.
So that's why she wants to criminalize all furry cons, which is the only thing I agree with.
And I'm sorry, you're asking for privacy. I'm the one who went to bed, woke up today, and you and your husband, Ball Gag McGee's fucking pictures are all over splattered in front of my timeline.
And some Mexican women hit the wall when a coyote shoves them into one.
Is it because they drew a tunnel? Oh, a different type of coyote. Sorry. I was thinking of the Looney Tune.
What do you think that coyote was trying to do to that sexy roadrunner?
Oh, God, it makes sense.
Trying to sell his body.
Sexy roadrunner.
Yeah.
They don't roadrunners. There's not much meat on the bones.
Stupid sexy roadrunner. There's some asshole in CNN in the back goes, you know, I have an idea. Joe Rogan is kicking our ass. Theo Von's destroying us. All these podcasters are fucking killing us.
You know what I figured out? Everyone loves Joe Rogan. You know why?
Why is that?
Because he does his show from his office. What?
Mersh.
And I still mean this to this day. I want to be able to get GHB. It was a wonder drug. And then a couple of fucking gay people had to rape people. And then all of a sudden, whoa, we can't have that at GNC anymore.
Royce.
I was a bully in high school, so this job was really easy for me to transition into. Just because Iranian women can't have OnlyFans doesn't mean that I want to pay for interceptor missiles. Like, you know, those things should never be connected.
Saving civilization
start
one dick
OnlyFans.
joke and Simpsons reference at a time. Here they are, Mersh and Royce.
Heyo, and welcome everybody. This is in my house. Welcome to the show, everybody.
This is not your home.
This is Revenge of the Sis. It's Boys. I'm Mersh. Royce, of course. Yo,
Hi.
what up?
Hi.
And we found this guy.
He was loitering outside, and we said, hey, you want to do a podcast? So
Yeah, we got
came on.
Top Lobster, who's graced us with this lovely place today.
Thank
And,
you, by the way.
Yeah, and then we saw this tall drink of water. His name's Owen Benjamin or something?
Yeah, I'm here, man. They were trying
up?
to kill me. The Nephilim Death Squad threw a net over me. And here I am, ready to hang out.
It's a big fucking net.
You're so tall. You're looking at this angle here.
What was the word I used?
Yeah.
What was the word I used when I got in here? He's biblical.
Biblical. Yeah, that's what
It's
it is.
biblical.
He's humongous. But thanks for being on.
Well, you're pretty jacked.
I know. I lost like a bunch of weight, and I got in shape, so I started trying. It's pretty
nice.
good.
Yeah, you got the vein on the arm.
Yeah. These old things. I'm humble now. Nah,
Good for you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Thank you. But yeah, we've long history. You've done our show very recent. Well, about a year ago, I'd say.
Yeah,
you
it was
came
fun.
on. That was a lot of fun, man. And a couple things I want to immediately say. Boy, I went from making fun of some stuff to we definitely didn't go to the moon. Let me just start right there by saying that. No, I'm gonna be. A real man takes accountability. We definitely didn't go to the moon, bro. And also dinosaurs, I am way on the fence now, and I'm really closer to not. I just gotta be honest. I gotta be 100% honest, because last time we did the Bohemian Grove thing too, we were on stage and we were about the dinosaur thing, and they were telling me, and I was like, I don't know. And now I'm like, I want to say a few years later, hey guys, they lie about everything, dude. Like literally everything. So.
I think I was like the loudest, earliest person to be like, I think Owen Benjamin's crazy. And then like, I don't know, a couple of years went by and I was like, you know what happened when COVID hit and all that shit went nuts?
Oh yeah, that was a
and
big
he's
point.
just sitting there with his goats and his kids and shit. And I was like, say what you want. That motherfucker was ahead of the curve. You
That's
cannot
hilarious,
say
man.
he didn't see something coming.
No, you did. So shout out to you. I mean,
I'm
we
like, you're a
just,
waitress in Tampa and you're not allowed to work now.
that's true.
He was ahead of the curve.
And I trust people that are like that. Like everybody gets stuff wrong.
Of course.
I just don't trust when people pretend that they'd never get stuff wrong. Those are the people I don't
Yeah.
trust. Because
Yeah.
I get stuff wrong all the time. I'm just good at spotting grabbles and wizard tactics.
Dude, it's you were 100% ahead of the curve on all that stuff, and I mean it's actually kind of cool how everything's kind of shifted too. Like a lot of the stuff that, well, you and also us, that we were getting kicked off of platforms. Like, you were just on Tucker, dude. That's talk about an amazing, from having to have donations mailed to your P.O. box to being on Tucker is pretty crazy. And you pretty much just kind of stayed the way you were.
Yeah, I don't change that much. That's the funniest thing.
You have a little less of an edge.
I had an edge for about 2 years.
You've mellowed considerably from when we first.
But if you go back and watch them now that you know about the moon, you guys will think it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it is. No, we've done that. We've looked.
I felt a little like, like I was being like attacked.
Yeah.
And looking back, it's a little silly. Like there wasn't anything to fear like I thought there was.
No.
But at the time when, because I was like well known and liked in Hollywood, and to be kicked off like PayPal was so crazy to me. I've hosted award shows with Leonardo DiCaprio. So when people are like, "Oh, we don't want you on D Live," I'm like,
"Oh my God, D Live!"
Like, because I started thinking like the world's nuts, and then I just, the more I did farming and stuff, the more I just hung out with my kids. I was like, nah, everything's fine locally. It's all just a trick.
And the funniest part is now D Live doesn't even exist. It's gone. It's gone. And specifically because
that was J6. They fucked up.
If they would have leaned in, they'd probably be big, much bigger now. But when they were kicking everybody off, that was just filming the January 6th stuff and stuff like that, they just died.
And I was telling everyone not to go, and they still kicked me off because they said because of January 6th.
We said
same problem.
The
same problem. I covered J6. I was watching the stuff live that day.
Me too. I was literally
going, don't go to this.
We were honeypot.
Exactly. We were saying the same thing. It's so funny. We were like, guys, this is a honeypot. And of course, look, I do understand people like, no, it's our government. And I get that feeling. Like, there's a lot of people that went there with good intentions.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
For sure. But we're like, it's not a matter of that. It's like, we were saying, this is on purpose. This is on purpose. And of course, it happens. And it was on purpose. And now, you still have people that are fucked. You still have people that their lives are ruined, And I don't think, by the way, this whole discretionary fund, that's never going to happen. They're not going to allow that. It won't.
I don't even know what is.
So Trump wants to do this fund, apparently, that's going to be to give restitution to people that were politically, attacked or whatever. And I'm like, okay, how is that going to work? And what that means is all his friends that were politically attacked, because all of his friends were politically attacked. He's got to pay Edelson back somehow, right?
That's hilarious.
It's going to be called the Jack Posobiec Reconciliation Act or something,
Yeah, it's going to be an empty folder like the Epstein binder.
Dude, what's up with that guy, Posobiec? I've never seen anyone just like lie like that. Like
He's
just
very good. Very good at what he
That's
does.
why they call him Agent Poso, dude. Everyone knows, like, I'm not going to make accusations because he'll probably sue you, but like, everybody knows that guy is very glowing. Like, in
dude,
terms
and
of
I
what he
heard
does.
in the Navy his job was ween watching when people peed in a cup. I'm dead serious. Allegedly, but I've heard that from many sources.
And it's weird. It was a volunteer position.
Yeah.
That's the worst part.
He apparently he paid for it. He paid a lot of money to ween watch.
Yeah, was it
A meat gazer, that's what they call it. The Navy guys are like, oh, dude, he's a meat gazer.
Bro, Navy guys don't want to be called gay, and then you hear shit like that. You're like, come on, man. Come on. The Village people were right about some stuff.
Oh, dude, yeah, the Navy's. I mean, those little outfits and the dancing.
I know. Donald Duck, dude. They don't
Donald
want to wear
Duck.
pants.
Yeah, he didn't even wear pants. That's true.
Nah, just quacking around with his little. Yeah, and they're always like mopping stuff like it's a hammer. Very phallic.
Breaking out into dances. I don't know. We have a lot of people.
They're called seamen.
Oh, yeah, and they love, and you know what? They love other seamen. That's the one thing about, it's funny. We have a lot of people that listen to the show, and real military people laugh at this stuff, and it's always the fucking desk jockeys. You're like, oh, actually, my service? And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Dude, I literally have done these jokes in Iraq for soldiers, and that's why I know it's funny. Same with, like, all the places I've been, and then it's just some little asshole that tries to ruin it for everybody.
Yep.
Like, you're supposed to make fun of the people that you're talking about. They enjoy that.
Yeah.
That's like the whole point.
If you ever want to identify like somebody who's like overplaying their military service or has never really seen action, just make a couple jokes about veterans. And if they freak out, you're like, oh, you never saw combat. Because all the real veterans I know, if I make a joke about veterans, they're like, yeah, that was pretty funny, man. They know how to have a sense of humor. They've seen limbs get blown off of children. They know how to take a joke.
Take a fucking joke.
And
but the ones that work in supply are
Right.
always like, excuse me, I put in 20 years. It's like filling out invoices to get food shipped in. You didn't do anything.
Dude, I got friends that saw serious combat. And I'll do like vet jokes where I'm like, if you guys really laid it out on the field, we'd be celebrating you on Memorial Day, you know? and dude, they'll
really good
cry
joke.
laughing. And, I'm just like, haven't you guys had enough? All the free drugs, you get to shoot dudes legally. I'm like, just enough. And they love that because they hate being idolized, you know?
Yeah, no, but who would like that anyway? I mean, real men wouldn't anyway.
Well,
but
if you're a
now-
desk jockey, you want that because
yeah,
you suck.
they're all like not sure for Idiocracy. They're all just fucking sitting there at the library, like, I served. No, you didn't. Calm the fuck down.
You want to rile them up, but I always like to use this one. I'm gonna be like, stop complaining about the VA. It's free. You're very angry at that.
I like this. You will address me by my wife's rank. Okay, relax.
Do you know how much most people have to pay for heroin?
Yeah, seriously. You know what? You get that shit for free. And now you're going to get testosterone for free, too. You guys get everything. Stop
Exactly,
complaining.
exactly.
Stop complaining. Yeah, but everything's so much more fucked since we first talk. Like, just in the year, like, everything's, like, accelerated.
No, that's not true. I was credibly
Kinda
informed.
great too, though.
Yeah, I was credibly informed we're in the middle of a golden age. I keep hearing golden age.
Golden shower, dude. I've been getting pissed on all the goddamn time.
Well, if you were shamed as a goat farmer regarding the moon landing, it is actually the golden age now.
Well,
now I
okay,
can
hold on. Fair enough. You
Because
know
now
what?
look
I'll
at
give
what you
that.
guys are giving
You're
me
right.
props. We're all hanging
You're
out.
right.
Like for me, it's been a massive increase in vibe.
For you, you love it.
I
For
love
you,
it.
you're vibing. You're like, oh, guess who was right a couple years ago?
It's like that
Crazy
meme.
guy.
It's like that Hangman meme where it's like first time. Like
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
yeah,
now. I'm like,
yeah.
welcome to the rice fields, bitch.
That's how I feel because I'm also kicked off PayPal now. So when
Are
you
you
did
off
that, I was
PayPal?
like, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
And guess what? Guess what goes up with PayPal? Venmo. Bye.
Oh, I'm not Venmo.
That's a
either,
2 for 1 right
I
there.
have to be on Cash App with the blacks.
Yeah, that's me. I got my Cash App.
That's the
You know what,
That's
though?
the Rent-A-Center app.
Cash App, way more useful in a strip club than Venmo. I'm just gonna
I'll
say
take
that.
it all day. Venmo sucks. It's the Coldplay of apps.
No, yeah, it is. It's the fucking gayest. But what do you think about how quickly everything fucking changed? They say that they're not censoring people anymore because that's something we have in common too. We both got kicked off of YouTube and they let us back on, which is crazy when they were letting people back on. But I think that was just a red herring of like, oh yeah, no, look, hey, we're totally cool now, man. Hey, Tim Pool's on here with a beanie. So that's pretty neat. His music. Hey, the only thing worse than Tim Pool's political takes is his music. Like literally, yeah. I wanted to talk to you about that as someone who is a musician.
I'm literally a top 10 Billboard classical piano player.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite Tim Pool song? Its catalog is pretty deep.
Let me
so I
see.
would love to-
Rollerblading on the half pipe gets me the full pipe.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a
good one.
classic hit. It's in his Hoppa collection.
Yeah, it's cool to broadcast a place that just has a bunch of grip tape everywhere. Like it's really cool. Hanging out in your abandoned RV, playing your acoustic.
How
guitar.
about forehead fungi?
Okay.
Because he has a lot of mushrooms growing on his dirty forehead because he wears a hat all year round.
I will say this: if you ever want to get under his co-host's skin, specifically Phil Labonte, all you have to do is ask him what his favorite Tim Pool song is.
He'll block you.
He
He
flips
will block
every
you.
time.
Why does he but Tim will have some like legit dudes around him. How do they stick around someone who sucks that bad?
He's got money.
Yeah, dude. It's
Does
And
Timmy
they're not
Pool
making-
have money? Dirty
Yeah,
Timmy Pool?
because he has money, and all that remains or whatever is not making money anymore. So
But
it's
he has
like-
a sword on his wall.
Oh no! Hey, do you see a sick guitar collection, dude? That's pretty cool,
Dude, when you're a dickless Asian, you want a sword on that
Yeah,
wall.
you got to have some. You got to at least know. Look, you're right. I'm with Owen. Look, if you have a small dick, you have to at least know karate. Like
Right.
you got to make up for it with some sort of martial arts or string instrument.
or money. Yeah, money. You
Money,
gotta have
that's
something. You
what
have to have
it's-
something.
Nah,
But they still are obsessed with their own little dicks. And like some women literally don't even care, but the dude will care. You can see it in Timmy Pool's eyes.
But you asking why people stick around. I mean, honestly, it's the same thing. Like you see it on Twitter all the time too, where there's two types of people, right? When you have all these groups of people that are having their secret like Facebook Messenger groups where they all coordinate their tweets
Oh, yeah,
and all
yeah,
that kind
yeah.
of shit. So what happens is everyone kind of tries to ride the wave. So when somebody like says something controversial, other people, instead of, even though they're their friends or they agree with it privately, they say nothing. And I think the people that say nothing are the biggest fucking cowards. Like you said, like 2 years later after everything's cool, be like, actually, you know what?
They're even worse.
Yeah, maybe Israel is a problem. Really, Matt Walsh? Now it's a problem. Now you figuring it out. And then you're like, those people are riding the wave and people stick around. It's the same reason that Daily Wire still has employees.
I
Like,
literally think it's worse than like Netanyahu. because at least he's on his team crushing for himself.
Yeah.
That's what I've always said about Ben Shapiro. I'm less angry at Ben
Literally.
Shapiro than I am at the people that work for him and go, like, everything he says is true. And I'm like, Ben at least is on the other team.
Right,
You're
at least
supposed
Ben
to be,
is, like,
he's
working
the
for
quarterback.
his
He's
own
open
guys.
about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't lie about it. Like Ben Shapiro, when he fucking quote tweeted Tucker's thing, and he was like "goy slop." I'm like, you do that on purpose to enrage people because now he's a rage bait farmer because his fucking company is falling apart because all the Facebook views that he legally bought. Ben, don't sue me legally, because they do this workaround where you could promote yourself, but like if you go and buy a bunch of bots, that's illegal. You get kicked off. But if you pay YouTube to promote you, that's fine. But that's still buying views.
They're very litigious.
Yeah, no, they are.
I mean, the eyebrows on him. I mean, I almost respect it now. They're like flotation devices.
Well, they grow every time that he starts a new war.
Yeah.
So they keep getting bigger, and
I feel like
that's
they
why-
move around too, like the mole on Richard and Men in Tights.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
remember
it's
when the mole that just
it's-
kept moving?
yeah.
On? I feel like his eyebrows are always in a different place and either larger or smaller.
If we go into Turkey, he's just going to look like Wolfman. It's just going to cover his whole fucking...
He's like a
thing.
Zionist Pokemon.
And it's so annoying. And again, it's like they're bad, and that fucking Ted Cruz, and because everyone's like, I think there's a lot of like leaning into people that it's like all the Jews, and I'm like, no, Ted Cruz isn't Jewish, and he's a fucking problem.
Totally. I made
Marco
fun of-
Rubio's Cuban, and he's a real fucking problem. That's why they gave him 3 jobs.
Dude, blaming everything on the Jews is also a mask for bad behavior.
Yeah.
You know, I make fun of the Jews all the time. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, obviously, it's a behavior that anyone can do.
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
like being a sneaky little hypocrite. But Ben Shapiro is just crushing for his team, and it's like he's just got all these. I take a wolf over a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, I mean,
like you're just a wolf. That's a wolf, guys. Versus like, I'm just a little sheep.
Yeah, I don't want a guy who's as Irish as me going, I don't know, man, that sounded pretty anti-Semitic. It's
Yeah.
like, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
I like
You're
that.
supposed to be on my side.
And I'm not a
here.
hypocrite. I'm half Irish, and it's like I'll do a bit about a little leprechaun trying to find gold with
Yeah,
his
of
little green
course.
pants. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I'll talk about domestic violence and drinking. It's fine, okay? We all have
And
our
they got little
weaknesses.
dicks too.
And you're right. Anybody
Do you
can
hear that, Timmy Pool? It's not just
It's
you guys.
Fine. Hey, it's fine. You have money, no personality, but you have money, and that's kind of cool. And friends, until the views go away, and then the friends start disappearing.
Oh, dude, they hate their goys.
Yeah. Well, the truth is like I
I
never.
bet he hates Matt Walsh.
Oh, they all hate each other.
They hate.
they-
there's no honor because I know that world a little bit.
Look
when
what they did to Candace. They knifed her. I mean,
Knifed.
Wick. Everybody was like, she's dead.
Dude, they wanted to
Damn.
lynch her and
Oh,
do some.
if they could have, they would have. If they were illegally allowed to, Ben Shapiro would have dragged her behind a truck.
oh my god,
Oh my God.
dude, they would have.
Yeah.
Bird style.
yeah.
Dude, they would have straight up Leo. Who's the guy that they tried to blame on the black? Leo Frank, who like killed that girl allegedly. Started the ADL.
Yeah, the ADL.
yeah.
Dude, they call it backlash. Like that's whipping a black's back.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
Candace Owen faces backlash. Does she face lynch lash? Like,
No.
how far are we going to take this thing?
By the
My
way-
bike was stolen. I'm the last person that would be defending, but
Yeah.
I've grown to really like Candace Owens. I think she's crushing.
Well, I think whether you agree with what she says or not, she doesn't give a fuck. And
No, she's honest.
I love that.
She
I love that.
apologizes when she's wrong.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that look, man, doing this in a long time, and like I'm sure you've done it more than us, but like you do people's shows and you see that they're one way in front of a camera, right? And then when you see them behind the scenes or you see what they're doing, you're like, oh, you're not that guy.
And how about the fact they're like all gay?
Oh, dude, oh,
Dude, the Turning Point USA guys are basically the fucking Village People.
oh yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
insane how gay everyone is, allegedly.
Well, no, they what do they always say? Grinder always like peaks during like Republican conventions.
That is
Is
during
that so
TPUSA.
crazy?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they're all. Come on,
Dude,
You
what
go
is
to
it about-
TPUSA, Lady MAGA? Like you see all these things, and they're like, yeah, this is perfectly normal. This is great. And
Hey
you're like,
guys, at least it's a base tranny. I'm like, what?
I don't
oh my
want-
God, it's so true.
I don't
It's like
want people.
crazy.
I don't want my politics to be that approachable. Like I don't want to be that liked. No,
No.
thanks. I don't need the trannies. And there's certain ones I'm like, no thanks. I don't need it.
They're
I
not
just
a
don't need
big
it.
bloating block, and they 50% self-delete anyway.
Yeah, they don't vote. And
What-
if they do, they probably vote ironically.
Yeah, they do.
One of the-
I'm going to vote for the Green Party. Okay, have fun.
One of the greatest quotes I ever heard was when the Groypers were messing with TPUSA.
Oh, yeah.
And Dave Riley, who I'm sure you're familiar with.
Yeah,
right?
he
Dave
lives in Idaho. Yeah.
Dave Riley, with one of the greatest lines, and it stuck in my head for years, is how does anal sex help us win the culture war?
That is
and
is
it's such
one
a
of
like
the
scathing,
best
and it
lines.
was Rob Smith and Charlie Kirk going,
I used to make fun of Charlie Kirk for pushing the gay stuff all the time. Like, because he was like, right now, there's a queer parade in Israel while Palestine doesn't let you fuck in the ass. And I was like, Charlie Kirk, come on. This is so I made some cartoons and stuff, but he had a good sense of humor. He DM'd me clearly showing that he laughed.
Every single person has said about him. And it was one of those things. A lot of us didn't like Charlie Kirk because a lot of us thought he had a very cucked, conservative kind of approach.
Yeah.
A lot of us took a lot of shots at Charlie Kirk.
Totally.
And the one thing that people really reflected on after he died was I heard a lot of people say, he was never nasty about it. He never took it to heart.
Laughed.
He
thought
never
it was
once
funny.
said like he always was like, well, agree to disagree. It's
Dude,
kind of
that's
funny. They're free to,
crucial,
and it's
man.
like, bro, you didn't think about it till after he was dead. You were like, man, we hated this guy. And then when he died, we were like, oh, he was actually not. He was actually a good Christian man.
That's what I said all the
Totally.
time. What I said all the time was like, they were afraid, because when you look at the text messages, they were afraid that Charlie Kirk was going to come out up front. Like, you're going to see the real... because when you read those text messages, it wasn't that like, oh, he was getting sick of their shit. I mean, it was clear. And that, like Charlie Kirk or don't, for young conservatives, that was the dude, right? And the moment he got dangerous is the moment that, and something else about him, you were saying, another guy that would admit when he was wrong.
Totally.
That to me is like more honorable than you could be wrong. You could be wrong all the time, and I will trust you more if you go, yeah, I fucked up, than the guy who's right 99% of the time, and the one time he's wrong, he's like, no, actually, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and acknowledge when you can see how you look to other people. Like, imagine if I was like, no, I don't understand why someone could think that moving to the woods with goats after being on a sitcom looks crazy. You know what I mean? Or if someone made fun of my gigantic size or how I speak or the words I use, like, of course I understand that. That's why I started respecting Candace Owens, because I used to make fun of how short she knew her husband. I made fun of the fact that British aristocracy bought her in Africa or something, but she laughed at it and was like, no, I know how that looks, but we love each other. And then boom, I was like, oh, no problem.
Okay.
It's when people won't acknowledge how they look to others,
Yeah, and then they'll box themselves into a corner.
Oh,
and then
dude, it
just
never
becomes a
ends
weird
well.
thing where it's like, just laugh at yourself. We'll move on.
Imagine if you can't self-correct your car and you just keep going off a cliff. Like, being able to self-correct is everything.
I've been in a Tesla.
What's that like? Is it scary?
I've actually been in a Tesla. Our buddy got with a Cybertruck, so of course I call him gay for that.
Dude, those are the ugliest freaking cars.
They're also very poorly made.
And whistling diesel braking. Have you seen?
He literally snapped the entire frame.
Dude, he just did a new one where how easily that car brakes. But looking at it, it just snaps. But
dude, it looks so. It looks like 2-bit. It's like 2-bit. Like, it's drawn without any curves and shit.
He did a Cybertruck versus a F-150, and he literally was dropping them off of pallets from 100 feet in the air, just destroying these trucks. And by the end, it was dying, but that F-150 was still just turning over.
I
and
got
the
a
wheels were
99 Ford F-350 with 370,000 miles. It's a diesel. Yeah. Power stroke.
Nice.
Full manual. It never breaks. Dude, it could run on freaking zombie blood.
And if it does break, it's a part that you swap out, and you're like, oh, it works again.
Dude, I could make it with a chisel and a hammer. It's like the part. It's the only time I understand mechanical shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how to change the oil. Now I totally understand how a truck works because it was made before everything went digital.
So I was in a Cybertruck, and he did the self-driving. The first time I've ever seen the self-driving thing. I will say, if you're being honest, it is cool to see it operate. My thing is watching it was like, I don't know how it makes a decision. Like, it's coming up to a truck. How does it know? Should I get behind the truck?
Exactly.
Or should I speed up? And it did it, and it was cool seeing it do it, but I don't know how it did it. Like, I don't like that. I don't understand.
And it doesn't factor in racial stereotypes.
No, it has exactly.
Like, if you
right.
see an Asian woman behind a car, you have to treat it differently.
Yeah. Well, there's a new update in the new Teslas when you go through a black neighborhood, it locks the doors by itself. So
Smart.
it knows, and it turns the cameras on preemptively, just in case.
Smart.
At nighttime, it doesn't work as much, but you get it.
I'm torn about it. Like, I don't think I'll ever fully trust the automated driving.
Never,
it
dude.
scares the shit
Never.
out of me. However, it's still somehow slightly better than like my girlfriend driving. You know what I mean? Like I would
But
rather.
at least we know who to put in jail if
I'll
something
be like,
happens.
I will drive, even if I'm
No,
drunk.
he'll go to jail because she'll say she emotionally abused him. He's a guy, remember? He's gonna go to jail.
I'll be like, listen, even if I'm drunk, I'm driving. Okay, just so
Right.
you know, because you have the automated thing and a sober girl. Nah,
That's a
It's
good
funny. So
point.
I went to a couple years ago. I went with my wife to Napa, and went to Napa Valley. I'd never been there. Really pretty, super pretty,
Very
like,
pretty.
beautiful place. But the funny thing is, everyone there drinks all the time. Obviously, it's Napa Valley, so every fucking car is a Tesla because they all have the auto drive because they're going exactly the speed limit because they're all fucking hammered. But the funny part is, they all also hate Elon. So then I saw like 3 or 4 Teslas with bumper stickers that says, I bought this before I realized Elon was the devil. And I'm like, all right, guys, you got to pick a fucking lane like
Dude,
you.
it's like, I
seriously.
bought this because I'm a drunk. I still hate Elon.
Is Elon the Antichrist, you think?
No.
No.
I just think he's like kind of autistic.
Okay.
I think he's
You
doing.
could see why I would be confused.
I thought he was. I thought he was at first, but no, I think he is legitimately doing a lot of the early legroom for who the Antichrist will be.
Dude,
do
I
think he's-
love Starlink, though.
Oh, I have
Yeah, no,
Starlink.
it's-
Oh, it's my backup for whenever the power goes out. That shit works, and it works great. I took it on a cruise, and it worked fucking awesome. So I liked it.
Dude, I have a hard time judging somebody that makes something good. Like, what has Ben
doesn't-
Shapiro made? The Daily Wire. You know, like, a lot of these people are just like financial creeps. Like, dude, Starlink is great.
But
Yeah, Starlink
Musk
is good.
hasn't really made anything when you really look into him. Like he always finds people that are working on some cutting edge shit and somehow always has money and
That's a good
wedges
point.
his way in there and he's like, hey fellas, I like rockets too. And then all of a sudden a whirlwind happens and these nerds are like, why does this guy own
Well, look,
98%
that's a good
of our
point.
company?
But I always say this, regardless of whether you like him or don't like him or anything, the best thing that he did do, even if he didn't create all those things,
I
was
can say the N-word on Twitter.
That
That's
is
exactly
that
it.
is for people like
That's
us.
exactly it.
That is so important. Like that changed everything because that's when everyone didn't just come snap back to normal. It was like, wait a second, 3 masks sounds retarded. That just didn't happen. What happened was people started getting information unfiltered again, like just really, and it took literally 3 months. I looked at the time from when Twitter was when T-Lot bought it to people going like, this is fucking gay. What's happening here? Wait, I can't make jokes anymore? Wait, are you kidding me right now? And then all it took was people pushing the envelope. And now that what happened, Zuckerberg, who is the biggest fucking snake, was like, oh, actually, Facebook wants free speech too, and I do jujitsu now, so I'm a man.
No, they're all super just weak.
Yeah,
Like, they're
I
a lot
know.
weaker than people know. They just want to be liked and shit.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg's like, come on, you can make fun of minorities over here now. It's cool.
Dude, I got a soft spot for Zuckerberg because of his farming. Like, he gets
Yeah.
obsessive and autistic about, like, making the best beef by feeding him beer and nuts and stuff, and I geek out.
Yeah,
with
but
that
I
a
also
little
like
bit.
when he bought all those Hawaiians' houses and destroyed them because he wanted a better view of
Yeah.
the Hawaiian.
Dude, if you had a space laser, what would you do?
Look, I understand that there are a bunch of coconut N-words. You can't do that, Mark.
That's, but he did though.
But you're right.
Yeah, he did.
I guess he can do that.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Gangster. That's
Listen,
a
if
gangster
you got a
move.
bunch of pineapple monkeys causing
Yeah.
problems,
we'll fucking tear this shit down.
Look, when a billionaire's buying up an island, I'm going to settle for, all right, but we're not having like ritual child sex
Yeah,
on
we're not
this
fucking
island.
kids,
Hey, you know
right?
what?
well, I mean, Oprah,
God
I
bless.
think, made some hard moves, but she's like,
The Rock, too.
yeah.
yeah, what's The Rock up to? I always get more suspicious of the guy that everyone likes.
Dude, we say the same thing. He is the most.
It's fading, though. It's
it
fading.
starts falling apart, but he is the most fake Hollywood constructed person. Like every time he's asked the question, he immediately goes through the correct political
right?
answer. Like
He's
he
all
doesn't-
optics.
I'd rather
Yeah.
you yell at me and call me a prick, and I'm like, all right, we just
Dude,
had a
the-
real
and the
moment.
whole world agrees with you now.
Yeah.
because dude, I'm back. Like people are treating me great again.
Yeah.
because they're like, hey man, you know, we like how authentic you are because now we all feel like we're dying inside. And I'm like, okay, let's talk about my stolen bike.
Yep. And they're gonna come back and be like, new sitcom. Come on back,
No,
bud.
never.
I know.
Never.
You went, for no amount of money.
Daily
Zero
Wire,
amount
Daily
of
Wire
money.
exclusive.
Daily Wire
No,
exclusive.
there's no.
I'm kidding. That doesn't
Dude,
exist
the only
anymore.
time, like, if you're broke, I understand why the Puerto Ricans sell candy bars on the subway. Like being broke.
And I understand why the black kids steal the Puerto Ricans' candy bars on the subway.
I just don't get why, if you have enough money to live a good life, why anyone would sell out for more money.
No,
It's
dude,
one
of
thing
course.
if you're like, your kids can't eat or some shit.
Right.
Like, yeah, sure. If some Jay wants to pay me to be on a sitcom, if I literally, like, my kid's starving, but if I can afford a car Why the fuck would I do anything? Like, no one can get me to do anything.
But Shia LaBeouf turned out great. Isn't he doing awesome?
He's doing
What's
great.
he doing?
Bro, he's having mental, like literal
He's
mental.
fighting everybody.
Everyone's like breaking down. in
Dude,
that
I know.
world.
What's that gay rapper? Lil Nas X had that fucking freak out where he was just like walking half naked down the street, just saying crazy shit. That's something else. Like,
Dude, demonic possession's no joke, man.
no, I think that USA stopped the adrenochrome stuff to people, and now they're withdrawing. They're losing their fucking minds or something. I don't even know if it's adrenochrome. because
And
whatever.
demons aren't the best guys to hang with.
No, they're not. I mean, they seem like fun until
At
they're
first.
They seem like fun until like 9 p.m. and they're still trying to buy coke, and you're like, all right, dude. Fucking chill,
Because
man.
demons get so pumped that they can feel anything in your body. They're like, oh my God. So it's very exciting. And then it just takes a hard turn.
Yeah.
Then you become Ariana Grande and fucking have an upside down Christmas
Oh
tree.
my God, Ariana! We make fun of her all the fucking time. She looks like those old black and white cartoon skeletons you used to play the xylophone on.
Yeah.
Like she is, and if you ever like make fun of her, or there's a certain group of like women that if you make fun of, like on Twitter, like I make fun of her, call her whatever.
Like Bonesy or.
Yeah, whatever. She's like literally turning into nothing, and you make fun of her in any way, and then you have.
She should
this-
be named Clavicular.
Oh,
Because you can
that's
see
it.
her fucking
Yes.
claviculaurs.
And I
Yes.
liked her too. She was actually I liked Ariana Grande when she thought she was black for a while.
Oh, yeah,
that
there's-
was the phase
But
where I was
wasn't
into
she
her.
just continuously trying to get people's boyfriends to kill themselves and
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, she's a woman.
She's
still.
my kind of woman. That's what I was trying to say.
She's still a woman. I mean, some things don't
Right.
change, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, she's
I have
a
a type.
witch.
yeah, she's just an evil. I think after that fucking explosion at her concert, she just got fucked up too.
What happened at her concert?
Remember there was that they had the terrorist attack.
Yeah, there was
I'm not
somebody made
up
a
on things.
somebody
No,
made
this
a
is a while
pressure
ago.
cooker bomb. I think it was in England
yeah.
at a stadium.
I think I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah,
that.
and then she made that movie with that Wicked, literally movie called Wicked, by the way, with a fucking somebody, the black woman that looks like she's in the Zulu Nation. And that was fucking weird because he had that weird relationship with they're always like touching each other. And I know they were playing witches, but they actually, I do
No,
think
they're definitely witches, allegedly.
the black one's at least a voodoo priestess.
Yes.
At least a voodoo priestess.
Yeah.
Something like with chicken bones.
She's drinking some broth that may or may not have had Charlie Kirk's bones.
Fucking
Yeah,
Baron
just-
Samedi.
Charlie Kirk broth. Yeah. That
Turkey jerky.
Turkey. What do you? I mean, besides everyone at TPUSA is a fucking liar. Like, what do you think about the assassination?
Like, do I think they ate him?
Yeah. Do you think they ate? Do you think they ate him?
Yes. I personally, allegedly, my opinion that they consumed at least a part of Charlie Kirk. I mean, they kind of admitted it on Sean Ryan, that one dude, where he's like, he's touching his lips and he goes, his blood was in my mouth. I can still taste it. Dude, he's rubbing his. If you want to throw the clip in, I don't know if that's possible. It's insane.
Really?
And so that is like first base
I
cannibalism.
don't watch Sean Ryan because I fall asleep every
Yeah,
time I hear him.
every time I see him, I'm like,
He's grown on me.
I don't trust you. I don't know why. I just something about him. I'm like,
I felt like that, and then I feel like it's almost like that CIA adjacent guy that like started realizing they were doing it to us too, and he just
Yeah.
kind of was like, "I'm moving to fucking Idaho."
I think that's the fucking theme of this episode is people can change.
They
and
can
do
change.
Yeah,
dude, like Tucker Carlson's great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great example. I mean, he literally tried to join the CIA. He was for the fucking war. And I remember
bow tie Tucker.
But he admitted it.
Yeah.
Like that's all I've ever wanted, dude. It's like just admit. You know, I was
just
talking.
be honest.
Yeah, because everyone's wrong about shit.
Yeah.
You know, just admit it, own it, and face the consequences, and then people can trust you.
And I think a lot of Twitter is great because of all the all the stuff, but there are these MAGA, like this little group of just MAGA apologists and paid shills that just have become insufferable. Like
Insufferable,
I
dude.
cannot stand libs of TikTok like that. I mean, that's my personal thing. I'll speak for myself. Because when that account started, it was like, okay, you're holding. Obviously, we want kids to be taken care of. Obviously, we want to get in this. I was all fine with that, but then it's like, especially after the Epstein thing specifically, like if you looked, I looked at her Twitter and that's all she talked about up until she got that folder. And when everyone's like, hey man, this is bullshit. Like, why did you hold this up? What are you talking about? She talked about Epstein only 2 more times in like a year. She completely stopped, which again shows me that all these people,
It's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, they're just using manipulation tactics
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, you don't care about kids?
Oh my God.
You don't
I
care
hate
about
that.
kids?
How's that different than you don't care about grandma? Like, that's the
Right.
thing that bugs me, right? What bugs me is like a lot of people now on the fucking right, now that they have the power or whatever they call that, they are now doing the
Same thing.
exact shit that they did. They're getting outraged. They're trying to get people fired from their jobs, and it's like, guys, what are you fucking doing? We literally, this is not what we were doing. And Trump is cooked. Trump's been cooked for a while. So, I mean, he's done.
Dude, 80's old.
Yeah.
I've never felt more fucked over by a guy in the history of the world than Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a casino owner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Fuck you, Owen. God damn it.
it's true though.
true. I
Okay,
mean-
you're telling me the guy that sold steaks,
You're
the
tell-
steak
yeah,
salesman,
you're telling me
was
the guy-
not up front.
You're telling me the basis
God
for
damn
Biff
it.
Tannen in Back to the Future 2
Okay,
was
you're
going
right.
to make a bad
Fine.
president?
You're telling me
You know
evil
what I mean?
Biff Tannen from Back to the Future 2 wasn't going to make... You know what, Owen? Now I feel like
All
a
right.
real fucking retard.
When you put it like that, I feel like
no,
a
I
dick.
still like.
Yeah.
I still get it. He's still kind of funny. It's just like he's fucking nuts.
Well, would you say the aura's gone? Like, I
oh
feel
yeah,
like
yeah. Way gone.
Hear me out on this. Should we stick with the theme of casino owners, try to get a better president? Shout out to Eddie from Steak.
There we
Maybe
go.
Get him,
Okay, yeah,
you know
but
what I
whatever.
mean?
We just need
I'm trying to
some,
get us a kick deal right now.
Yeah, so whatever it takes.
You know,
whatever
Eddie,
it
we'll
takes.
get you to be president.
But yeah, no, it's you're right.
There
I
really
mean,
is an Eddie from Kick.
Yeah, his name's Eddie Craven. He owns Steak, which is the
Is that his
gambling
real
site
name?
that funds Kick.
Really?
Yeah. That's why Kick is all about like sell
I don't know if
sell
this-
gambling to kids, bro.
It's like, how great is it to gamble?
I'm sorry, isn't Kick just a child casino?
Yeah, it is. It's a child
casino for kids.
It's a casino for
It's
kids.
literally what it is.
1877 casino for kids.
Yeah, it's like how Adderall. Is
And
not
all the
for
money
kids.
also goes to Jews, just like that.
It's so fucking evil, dude.
But see, that's when you see the free will though, because they need you to choose it.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. I think it's a sadistic. It's a sadistic thing because if you choose it, it's more powerful.
It's the only
like-
way they can't force
Yeah.
people.
It's like the dudes that get off more like instead of like I'm gonna rape a chick, which is of course horrible. They get their grocks off. I'm gonna manipulate her
Right.
into loving me.
I'm gonna get her to say
yeah,
she
like a
likes
grown
it.
up.
or a vampire.
No, and you have to invite the vampire in.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Dude,
And
you can't make a 2-year-old sit in a freaking car seat if they don't want to.
Yep.
You have to, become the media. The mom's the media, the dad's the state.
Yeah, and it's the media now is funny because there is some stuff that is great to laugh at. It's seeing like mainstream media just suffering makes me laugh. Like, did you see when they try to be podcasters for a week?
No.
Oh, bro, it's so funny. So they were doing this thing where they're like
Wolf
okay,
Blitzer.
bro. Yes, hold on. Not Anderson Cooper. Was Anderson Cooper too? All of
Anderson
them.
Cooper was one of them.
Tapper.
One of the lady
So Tapper
ones
did his
too,
show
in his
'cause
office.
they were trying this out instead of like doing it in the big studio that they played
No.
millions. Dude, it's the cringiest thing.
They do it in their office with
They-
these little
So
sure
he's sitting there-
SMB7,
Yes,
you know,
but
and they're
like
like,
us.
"Whoa."
Hey, just like us, we're podcasters.
Dude, that's the problem with unearned shit. It's like
What's up,
the
fellow
narrator
kids?
would be like, no one listens to you because you're interesting. It's because there's a lot of money backing you.
Jake Tapper had like little tchotchkes on his desk. Like I'm a normal guy, and it's like no. That's not you think the reason people listen to podcasts is because they have a Shure microphone, you moron?
Right.
That's not the reason.
It's like, no,
people-
you guys are just the liars for money.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
you can't switch at sides.
And it's like you said too. They're not talented, and that's not why people watch them. The reason people watch them is because when you go to YouTube and type in "Revenge of the Cis in and out shooting," you'll get like they'll be like CNN, Fox News,
Yeah.
and you're like, "No, I
Yeah,
was looking for a specific show talking about a specific thing," and they're like, "Yeah, that's on page 10."
Yeah, it's
you
like
got to
the-
watch Jake Tapper.
It's like the coach's son that's like retarded that is a starter and then starts to believe it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you're like, dude, you're like funded. You're not actually good at shit.
We shouldn't have let that retard score the touchdown because now he wants to star on the team.
100%.
We
I'm
can't.
against letting retards score points.
No,
It's
make
one
them
of my,
earn. First off, they have more strength than us, so they have the advantage of anything. I can't stop like 250-pound retard. Are you crazy?
And they're now living in a lie. Like, imagine
No.
the retard being like, I want to play in the NBA. Why are people holding me back? It's like, dude, we let you score the 3-pointer. It was a make-a-wish situation.
You know what? We should let retards play in the WNBA.
They'd
think
be the
that
best players.
They would fucking score double-doubles every night. Every fucking night, and then put wigs on them and be like, hey, you like the trans basketball people? Mersh calls WNBA funny basketball.
That's what it is. Funny
That's
basketball.
a good
Dude,
way to call
if
it.
you just-
Every time I
It's
would sell
funny
people on it, I go,
basketball.
"You got to watch the WNBA."
So
They
I
go, "I'm
said
not going to watch it." I'm like,
so
"It's
bad.
just funny basketball."
Dude, it is so funny.
I was howling because he was telling me he was like I was at a restaurant and the funny basketball was on WNBA and he goes, it's so funny. He goes, you need to watch it. I go, I'm not gonna fucking watch it. And then one day I was on and I watched it and I'm like, Oh, I get it.
Bro, they're trying to
this
blind
is
pass
so
and the ball
funny.
just goes up into the
Dude, and
stands.
lesbians have the highest domestic violence of any group.
Oh, yeah.
They like want to beat each other to death all the time.
Imagine
they're
dating.
black,
Imagine
and they're black lesbians, so that's a multiplier.
They're
imagine
like
two
basically serial killers.
No, seriously.
Imagine two lesbian cops dating.
Oh my,
my
God,
God.
Jesus Christ! No drywall in that house is
No.
safe. And you know what the
No.
problem is? They fight because they both have sleeve tattoos. All female cops
They
have
all-
sleeve tattoos.
all- fronts
That's a
always
fact.
along the
they,
sleeve.
they always have a sleeve tattoo because they want to be one of the boys, and they see, hey, guys have tattoos. Bro, watching a female cop try to do anything is also hilarious. The one great thing I will say about body cams, boy, man, there's some funny stuff. Unless you're, every time.
Dude, it's also horrible. I have a bunch of cop friends, and having a female partner is like,
Oh, yeah.
they see it as like a death sentence.
Yep.
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
complicates it's
Dude,
just going to
they,
endanger
they
you.
will just like shoot you
Yeah.
when they're upset.
Yeah,
Like it's
they don't care.
nuts.
Yeah.
They're
And-
not. It's not like helping women that put them in those positions.
No, it isn't because and that's the other thing. 100% of the time, if a woman pulls you over, you're getting a ticket. If a
Dude,
guy
we got
pulls you over,
a nasty lesbian in my town that keeps giving me like tickets for like basically nothing.
yeah.
I'm way more scared of a female when they pull me over. If it's a dude with dip in his mouth and he's just like,
might-
Dude, dudes let me
I'm
off
like,
all the
okay,
time.
I
Yeah.
just keep my hands on the wheel. I'm like, that's my stuff. I'm cool. But when it's a female cop, I'm like,
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, God.
can I go get my license?
Yeah, because they were
I don't wanna
definitely
do
definitely
anything.
hate their dads.
Yeah.
So it's like if you even look anything like their dads, they want to shoot you.
Oh,
And
my
I
God.
look like a stepdad that would molest you.
do
So
look
it's like,
you
you know
do,
what I mean? What do you-
especially in the shirt.
You do.
Someone
you
in
do.
the chat said they call it funny law enforcement.
Funny. I like that.
Dude, funny basketball is super funny.
Yeah,
Like,
that's literally what I described it for years. People go, "You watch WNBA?" I go, "Dude, it's just funny basketball.
Bro,
You gotta
it's
watch
nothing to get mad about. It's
And
like
I
very
cleaned up
entertaining.
for about 3 years before Caitlin Clark came along. I used to make good money gambling on the WNBA because there was
seriously?
only 2 teams that won every year. There was 8
Yeah, no,
teams
it's
and only
super-
2
it-
won.
yeah, it
so
is
I would add
super
them
easy.
to every parlay. I would always go, yeah, and also add Atlanta Dream, also add Vegas, and add New York Liberty, and they would win every game.
Because it's probably just their relatives betting, so the odds are all effed up.
Well, and when you do a parlay bet, the more legs you add to it, the more like stacked it gets because the odds of getting 5 right. So if I have a 4-leg, I would always go, "Are the Liberty playing tonight? Throw the Liberty on there. They're
And they
going to
just
win because
always
they're
win.
playing like fucking Indiana before Caitlin Clark."
Did you see that? There's this French tranny.
Oh, you were talking about
There's
this.
this French tranny that plays in the French league because they
Bridget Macron?
No. She retired.
Careful.
Oh, they're very litigious.
You're a beautiful woman, Brigitte, and I just want to say my name
Yeah,
is
hey.
Mike Sheely from Revenge of the
Hey,
Sith.
my-
I think you're a beautiful
My
woman.
name is Royce, and
Very
I think you have a handsome penis.
Yeah.
I think you might. But no, you can have
No,
a
it's very
penis and be a
feminine.
woman.
Very feminine penis.
I think you have a very handsome and feminine. Thank you. A very feminine penis. Okay. I don't know. It'd be hilarious if the first lady of France sued me. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you
Let's
can't
do it.
just sue. Like, there's if,
Yeah.
especially if someone has something to lose, they
Yeah.
can't just sue people.
It
or
is
else-
one of those good kind of problems. You're like,
Yeah,
well,
it'd be
I'm
really
famous now.
funny.
Show
Yeah,
me-
you just keep saying "ooh la la."
I'm gonna say this. Hey, listen. I think you have a penis until you show me your Arby's Big Montana. I don't believe you.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Dude, how horrifying would it be if Brigitte pulls out the hog?
I'll tell you what, Brigitte Macron, would you sue me if I just said, I hope you have a penis?
You're right.
I just hope it's not bigger than mine. That's the problem that would hurt my feelings.
Well, Timmy Pool knows it's bigger than his.
Everybody's bigger than his. That's why he acts like that. People that act like that are people that have something to hide.
Like when he was screaming about Candace Owens, that was nuts. When he was like, "Candace Owens is a cunt." Did you see that?
Yes. Yes.
Dude, that's like that was nuts.
How is
earning
that?
his
How is that
paycheck.
not feminine behavior?
It's
too?
super
It's
it's
so
bitchy
feminine.
and catty. It's one
Yeah.
thing to make fun of Candace Owens, but it's like you could tell he was like nasty and mad and sassy and bitchy.
I would put my
He, like,
money on.
hated her.
I would put my money on the black chick from the suburbs over
100%.
I'd be
No,
like, all right,
Candace
yeah,
looks
get
like
cute with her.
someone that she talks, but she'll take her earrings off and
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, okay, we're
Totally.
doing it. Okay."
Yeah, and she's also married to like a literal prince with an army.
Yeah, that's also
That-
she does
that's
have
also-
an army. That does help.
Dude, she's like in a castle.
Yeah. So what I was saying was before we got sidetracked with Bridget Marcone's handsome penis.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's all
it
I can
was him.
think
He
about.
brought up her penis. So
Allegedly?
alleged penis, just to be safe.
How do you say penis in French?
I
Penis?
don't.
Pogné.
Ironically, it's Bridget.
Well, there you go.
No.
Check out my Bridget.
Look at my Macron.
Oh, there, Macron. There it is. There's this French tranny basketball player in France. obviously it's French, and she's like obviously really good, like scoring like 20 points a night, and she's because now over in WNBA they're like, all trans women can play in sports. She's already come out and says, please, invite me. I would love to play in WNBA. So now it's going to be hilarious if we have funny basketball with like a 6'7" guy in a wig.
Yeah.
I
Looks
love
like
it.
Daddy might be back betting on the WNBA.
Like women shouldn't even be playing sports, so this is kind of like the result, and let's enjoy it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that the NBA subsidizes this because it's so funny. Like, dude, did you see now that they're playing female Major League Baseball?
No.
And it's now they obviously I looked it up and they're throwing a nice 70-mile-per-hour heater just right down. I looked up how fast their fastballs are. It's 70 mile per hour.
And that's the best in the world.
That's the best in the world. And I watched it. And guess what, Mersh? You're going to love it. It's funny baseball.
It's funny
There's
baseball.
so many errors, and they fall down like all the time because you're not built to play baseball.
It's like the modern circus. It's kind of
Yes.
genius.
And it's all Asians and Puerto Ricans, pretty much.
It's
Really?
funny. It's funny to know that the modern, like, well-trained female elite athlete couldn't beat like the fat guys that smoked and ate like cheeseburgers before they were at bat, like in the fucking 40s.
But they think they can. But that's the thing is, there's
Babe
like a
Ruth would
narcissism.
destroy these women.
But there's like a narcissism where they're just like they still think they are though.
Yeah.
It's classic.
No, it is though. They do think that. I don't think they lie to themselves. I think they really have a chip on their shoulder. And the reality is because, like you said, either they hate their dad or on this WNBA, or a man broke their heart, so they became lesbian basketball players. Tale as old as time.
Yeah.
I think that's why they feel like they have something to prove. But what they don't understand is even women trying, they're very, very, like, it's, again, I always bring up the female soccer team that got beat by 15-year-old boys. And that's several times, by the way. I looked it up. It was like 3 times they lost to 15-year-old boys. And it's like, because, look, we let you. I get it. You know what? You want to go out and play. I get it. You want to go out and play. Go have fun. I get it. But you can't expect me to take it seriously.
Right.
That's unfair.
Dude, it's similar to like when a guy thinks that they can do women's stuff, like have a baby out of their ass.
Oh, my God.
Like gay guys.
And they chest feed.
Right. No,
and
it's
they
literally
always
like
and they
that.
always adopt male babies for some
Exactly.
reason.
Also, it's just crazy that women's sports, like WNBA is a great example where it's literally just being subsidized by the real NBA, which is basically
They
flooding.
also can't-
So the guys make all the money, and then the women are like, we deserve more money. And it's like the guys are out there earning the money so you can keep the lights on and make your $200,000 a year playing basketball.
Dude, how
Be
fun-
grateful.
They also suck at chess.
Oh, yeah.
There's like, dude, the number one woman is like the 1200th or something.
I saw a top-ranked woman get beat by like a 12-year-old boy. It
Yeah.
was hilarious. And he even said, she goes, wow, you beat me. He goes, well, I'm in a different class. Even he was cocky about it. I'm in a different class, and this little fat 12-year-old that just beat her. And there is a reason for it. We do stuff fucking differently, dude.
Exactly.
It's like when gay guys are so performative. Like, or Perez, you saw Perez Hilton lost his fucking
Not a
mind.
good dad.
Yeah,
No.
not the best dad to be covered in blood and saying you're going to off yourself. Like,
Yeah, sodomite gossip guys don't make great dads.
it's funny that the guy who used to draw penises on people and out other gay people.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, not me. He seemed like he'd be a great normal guy.
Yeah, named after a candy dispenser.
I know. Yeah, he is.
He has been a terrible man for like several eras.
Yeah.
So like when it
Horrible
happened,
human being.
and I'm not.
Did he buy the kids or did he inseminate a Indian or something?
Oh, I don't know if he bought the kids. That's a good question.
Like Dave Rubin just bought a couple, right?
Yeah, Dave Rubin was probably like, "Hey, I got a guy. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, I got a kid guy. If you need me, just call me."
Yeah, they
And
just
that's the
call it
thing.
adoption, but you're just buying a kid.
But
I mean, it's-
Dave Rubin is the one that really pisses me. Like, people like Dave Rubin really fucking piss me off.
Because the gay thing, because
Well,
he's gay.
yeah, because he uses
me
his
too. I'm also
yeah.
very homophobic.
but because he uses his anus as a sex organ.
Dude,
and that's
shout
weird.
out to E. Michael Jones. That's some of the best rhetoric ever.
Yeah.
Ever. He goes, the anus is not a sex organ.
Yep.
I loved, like, that blew my mind. I'm like, it's just so obviously true.
Dave Rubin is the reason he bugs me the more than any. Well, he blocked me because I made fun of his hair plugs.
He blocked me too.
I just made fun of his hair plugs, and he fucking hated it. And but
He has hair plugs?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. So there's if you go look back, and I'll send it to you. You're gonna laugh your ass. Well, not for the reason he wanted to. Dave Rubin, before he even did the Young Turk stuff or any of that stuff, was a gay stand-up comic, and he did
Oh,
a
geez,
special.
I bet it
called-
was terrible.
He did a special called "Gay." What was it called? Comics for Gays, and it was this whole thing.
Oh,
First
yeah,
off,
yeah. Gay comics.
Gay
is whatever,
Comics remix.
Unleashed or
I'll send it to you.
something.
And he's also going bald. Like he's already going bald in that video.
It's from sodomy.
And of course, it's because of the hair pulling. You know, because they want to be like women. in
So
the hair
how
pull.
did you go bald?
Well, how did? Oh no. Okay. Well,
No, but
listen,
if I was doing,
against
I
my
would,
will-
I would just dude. I'd be fine with it.
honestly, Cuban genetics, because one of my grandfathers was just bald at a very young age, and I just started going bald like in my 20s, and I was
You
like,
got a
I'm
good head
not-
for it.
Yeah, I'm lucky because there's some people that have the weird pointed head.
Exactly.
So-
Like Ruben definitely has a cone head.
Oh yeah, and so then I always get mad at them because they pretend to be conservatives. Like now
What are they conserving?
I mean, I have no cum
Gay
in their
sex.
assholes.
Totally.
Okay,
There you
well,
go. Same joke.
Yeah.
We're both getting carted off the field
Yeah,
right now because
we
we
just
went for
hit
the same
heads.
catch.
Yeah, but no, but they always go like they're pro. There was I'm pro life and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, great, you are. And then it's like, then why don't you just like adopt a kid? If you want to be no, it has to be my cum. It has to be my cum because I want to feel power like I created it. But I can't create it like you create it, right?
Right.
I can't. I have to buy it.
So we're gonna use an indebted third worlder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you fuck her, and then then a lot of the women that do that regret it, and then they feel really bad because they went through all that, and they don't care, and it's such a weird Napa Valley gay trendy, like it's an accessory, it's like a sweater.
It's insane, dude.
And it's always male babies because that's gay people can't reproduce traditionally.
No,
Put it that
they
way.
do vampire-esque techniques.
Yeah.
I mean, I proposed that slavery is better than abortion, and this got real heated. I'm going to
Okay.
do one of those 10v1 debates, I think.
Oh,
about this.
yeah, you should do that.
Because it's like, it's such a trap, because as soon as people think they can argue against me, they're arguing in favor of killing a lot of black people.
Yeah.
So it gets really funny.
Oh yeah, no, that's what slavery is better. Actually, I could see that.
No, I
argument.
proposed that,
Yeah.
and people bit. It was like, I'm like, oh, there's all these women that have all these unwanted kids. I'm like, I'd buy them. I'd put them to work, you know? And then you go through history, how many of our ancestors were at one point slaves.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're abusing them, but you just own their labor for 30 years, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it works. I mean, how's that different than the military?
How is working worse than death? Like,
Honestly, how's slavery much different than working in retail in
Bro,
2026?
slavery literally had better
At least
rules.
you're outside.
I'm not even kidding.
No, but I'm
You
not.
had-
I'm not even trying to be a dick. But
No,
like,
no,
I'm being
fact.
serious. Would you rather be? I understand. Look, if you're, this is gonna sound great. If you're a good slave, you ain't gonna get whipped that much.
Dude,
know?
you only get whipped when you rape someone.
Right. So if you're a good slave,
No one was just whipping
would you
slaves.
would you rather do that or sit in an Amazon warehouse with no windows where they search your asshole before you?
You
come
got to
in
wear a
make sure?
diaper so you can piss your
Yeah,
pants.
yeah, exactly. And you have one of those little calm room boxes. That to me, with fluorescent lights, that seems like fucking.
Well, that's what those
hell.
visas are all about. It's a loophole for slavery because it's
Yeah.
like Amazon owns those Indians. They can't just work for Microsoft.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, when the moon landing happened, there was a Florida guy named Charles Smith that was interviewed in '69, and he was a former slave. He came over here because they told him that there was pancake trees in America. True story.
That's awesome.
And the interview, he goes, "Ain't no one been to the moon."
Oh.
No, he saw right through it. And he
Yeah.
was like, he was an orange picker. He was like 90 something, totally healthy. He looked like he had an awesome life.
Yeah.
And then they like freed him and put him in permanent debt slavery and put him in a cube and gave him grape drink. It's like,
Well, it's whenever you see a black person go on Jesse Lee's show, they lose their mind because he's like, Jesse Lee Peterson's like, yeah, no, I grew up during Jim Crow and it was actually better. And they don't want to hear that because for some people it was.
it was totally better.
They had Black Wall Street. They had everything.
Dude, they were competing. That's
Yeah.
why they did the. And then people go, oh, but what about like white babies? Would you buy them? I'm like, I'd prefer that.
Yeah, you kidding me? I'd pay premium.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
they're-
looking for
they're
the
not
blacks.
gonna
They're gonna go first.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's my race. I want more of us.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see you die.
Right. And I have a large yard and I need someone to take care of it.
And work really is really good for the soul. Fact.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I think jail would actually be good if people were just working and sweating out the demons.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the whole ass rape thing's not great.
Yeah,
but-
it's not fun.
I hear it's overblown a lot.
No, I've heard that too. Yeah.
My friends that have been in prison are like, dude,
It's mostly extortion. It's
Yeah, if you
rape.
owe
It's
someone a
mostly
lot of
like
money-
give us some money off your books, or I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And you're like, okay, I'll
So
give
it's
you money.
exactly-
You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's more of that.
Yeah,
than
it's
anything.
usually the guys that go in there and want to do it on purpose that come out and go, "Oh man, I was forced." I'm like, I don't know. I heard you,
Dude, that's
you,
what I
you
hear.
said yoo-hoo to them.
yeah, they're like, I was forced to give him a pair of sneakers and then bang him.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're getting raped in jail, it's because you couldn't come up with $50 a week. You know what I mean? For some guy in
Dude,
jail to make sure
totally.
you don't get raped. I can come
most
up with
of-
$50 a week. I'm fine. I'm
You're like,
hey,
should I get raped or should I get the Reese's from the commissary?
Dude,
I'll pay 3 guys
no
in
one
jail
just
to take care of me.
scabs.
Just
Like, no
make
one
sure I don't
wants
get raped.
to add like time to their shit.
No,
it's like,
that's true.
You get in debt, you disrespect someone, someone's going to rape you or stab you. It's really easy to not do that.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you just can't bet on your WNBA funny games.
Oh, yeah, no,
That's
no.
well, we can't with
And a lot of them
with
probably don't
cigarettes.
even want to rape. It's about dominance. They're like, I guess I have to rape you. Because that's how goats are.
I don't know, man. I think that like there's with the black community, there's a lot more DL people than in any other community in terms of like hiding that they're gay. I
Because
really
sodomy
think
is
that.
about dominance. I see it in the animal kingdom. It's like the male goat will rape another male, but it's to be like, that's where you are, and this is where I am. It's not about love.
Would you agree Atlanta has the most black gay people in the country?
Yeah.
Dude,
100%.
I like
Lot
I
of
didn't
AIDS,
fly
too.
for like 5 years, and then I flew through Atlanta, and I was like, holy shit, the blacks are all gay now.
They're all
They're
dude,
all gay.
No, and it happened over 5 years.
It was
Gay
like
and
crazy how
bougie.
fast.
Gay and
Dude,
bougie.
they're like not scary.
No, they're not. They're
I'm like, you guys are like pussies now. I remember like 5 years before they could be a little scary,
Yeah.
and now they're like, hey. And
They're
I'm
wearing like
oh my.
sparkly jeans.
They're
and
all
stuff.
gay. They all have money, and they're all just like, it's weird.
So
You're like,
whatever
what's going on
grab
here?
or socially engineered that, well done.
Yeah, I mean it's much more. I think it's because it got gayer when Tyler Perry moved the studio out there because he's totally got to be a gay dude.
Oh,
and yeah,
And
At
Usher,
best, he's at
and,
best
and
a gay
Justin
guy.
Bieber.
it's always weird because you know in the black community they say that you know that they try to buck break them, which is put them in a dress, which is a real thing by
Real
the way.
thing, fact.
But it's crazy when like people like Tyler Perry buck break themselves. Like he did it to him. Nobody made that wasn't somebody coming. That was all his stuff, and that to me is always weirder when you're like you want to be accepted that much that you're doing it to
Yeah.
yourself. Like Kevin Hart's another one they put in a dress. I mean it is a real
Every
thing.
single one of them. I don't think Denzel though. I think
No,
he's-
let me think. No, I don't think Denzel's
no, I
ever
don't
been
think there's a
dress.
single one.
No, he's one of the ones that's always managed
kinda
to kinda
based,
keep it
you know,
pretty-
Oh yeah, I hear he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's kind of based some of the stuff that he says. He's pretty. He doesn't really talk too openly about politics, and when you do that, it's because he's
Just like, all right, okay.
Fucking
My
great
man.
actor, by the way.
Fucking great.
He's in anything. Like he's the best part of anything.
Dude, Training Day, by the end, I was rooting for him to fucking shoot that little
Dude,
Ethan
me
Hawke.
too. Oh my god, me too. Ethan Hawke's face. It's just his face fucks me up.
I always hated Training Day like, because of how Ethan Hawke gets saved
No,
in that movie.
I
I'm
just
like,
saw Denzel
oh, yeah,
as the
what
good
are the
guy who
odds?
died.
Yeah.
I just happened to save your cousin a few hours ago from getting raped. What are the odds? I'm
Say
like,
what you want,
poorly
but he
written
kept
piece of
shit
shit.
orderly.
He kept shit orderly.
He kept shit. It's like he
The
was just-
Shield. It's the
he
same
was-
thing. Vic Mackey's a
He
hero.
was just
Literally. I
Yeah.
literally think that.
yes.
Vic Mackey's an
Yes.
American hero.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
yeah, Training Day Part 2, the neighborhood goes to shit because Ethan Hawke is such a pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the point. He kept that.
He's like, this is actually more of an economic issue than it is a race issue.
Immediately
Oh, here
raped.
we go. Here we go. The
Immediately
whole
raped.
neighborhood. Yes.
And then they know there's no one on top, so they just war and kill each other.
he was a Saddam Hussein of that movie. 'Cause
Exactly.
The moment he's gone, everything fucking falls apart.
Exactly.
It's like this shit now. It's like I'm so sick of this fucking war propaganda. Is so funny now to me. Especially after anybody that lived through the 9/11 stuff and all that stuff, like it doesn't kind of work on you because you're
Yeah.
like, no, you did this trick, you can't do this.
I don't
to
think
me
it's working
again.
on anyone.
Nobody, dude, nobody. The only people that works on are the paid influencers. Like we're gonna kick your ass, and Pete, I think is in the closet. Hexet, the other one.
Dude, I think they're all homos.
Yeah. I mean, I
Boomers,
do.
boomers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Boom. You're true.
It's
Dude,
it's
I mean,
funny.
the
Boomers,
villages
boomers,
is like,
boomers.
is that like the DOD? I mean, this is like,
That's right.
the Pentagon, I think, is in the villages in Florida.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what, it has to be. All the you're right. The villages, those boomer areas are the only place you still to see the big, humongous MAGA flags and the MAGA
Because they see the missiles as their
rallies.
cocks.
Yeah, they do. Boomers get so much shit, and they deserve so much more. Like they get so much shit because they're the only reason that anybody like once boomers. I always say this to people that when they got rid of Massey, for example, right? I always say to people, it's like you could do this a couple more times, but when the boomers go bye in the forever box, then what? then what do you do? Because there's no new boomers. There's no anybody, even millennials down, talk to them. Nobody wants this. Everyone's on both sides. They're trying to make it like, what are you, a lefty? I'm like, no, you said you weren't going to do wars, and I voted for you. Forget all the other shit.
Based on that one
Forget
thing.
all the other shit.
Yeah, it's like the one thing. That and arresting pedophiles.
Yeah, dude, two things. You know what? You could
That's like the only. I was like into Trump just because of those two. I still didn't think he was going to fucking do it, but I was like,
yeah. I honestly thought, look, they were never going to get a wall. That's not going to happen.
Right.
I'm not. We were never those guys that were because. The one consistent part about our show is that every politician will always let you down 100% of the time. That's it. That's how it is.
Trump may be like the worst.
Yeah, because you know why it's the worst? Because you had such a high from him. We all did at a
and
point.
The gaslighting when he's like, "Who wants to talk about Epstein?
Yeah.
That's boring."
Yeah, and
that's such gaslighting.
Then he calls us stupid. Like
right.
we're I'm the asshole. Sorry, I'm the fucking asshole for wanting to know about an island where they molested kids. And to me, it's become even bigger than those. I don't think those people will ever get justice. That's just the way it's gonna. It's fucking sad, but they won't. But it's even bigger than the victims. It's like, wow, this is the. They used to, you know what I miss, man? They used to try when they lied to us. They don't try anymore.
Or
they just do it in your face and call you an asshole for noticing it.
But like, I've been thinking about this a lot. Or was it just way easier before? Like, look back in the 60s. Like some of those psyops, it's like, maybe this is them trying. Maybe they just suck at it, you know? Because it used to be fucking easy.
I'll tell you, it is fascinating when I watch people get like, it's weird. It's almost like watching like equipment update in your house. You watch this like firmware update.
Oh yeah.
And all these
like
people,
insects.
all these people that had a totally different opinion a few months ago are like, actually, war is pretty chill, and actually, the fucking Palestinian babies are basically time bombs.
Yeah.
So why,
and you're like, who doesn't like AI weapon systems? I love it.
Dude,
what do you have to hide?
What the fuck is going on? Like what? And you realize, and it spreads out as you. It's like seeing your little Wi-Fi devices updating, and the next day on Twitter, you're like, everybody loves war. Like, what did I wake up to?
Are they paying and blackmailing like? How does that work logistically?
Dude, I'll tell you the truth. The truth is that absolutely are people getting paid. 100% people are getting paid. Tim Pool. But the worst are, I think,
a lot of people that then just want to be like Tim Pool.
Yeah.
And they go, well,
yeah, it's just too painful to face what it could be.
But here's the truth. I think some people do it for the love of the game. I think some people really do
Honestly,
it.
I don't even hate that.
Of the game.
Those are the ones I don't even hate, though. It's like, all right, dog, do you? If you're just evil and being evil, like, hey, I feel you, but
I think there's some people that are just actually that fucking.
That just love war.
Like, what do they get out of it? Objectively, their gas goes up. Everybody hates you.
Remember Hot Shots Part 2?
Higher stock prices.
Hot Shots Part 2, when the guy's like, war, it's fantastic.
Yes.
There are people that exist.
Lindsey Graham was like that.
Pete Hegseth, I think, is that guy. Like, just like, I get a only way I can fuck my wife is when fucking war.
It's sexual.
Dude, his body language, everything about it. There's people that Lindsey Graham for sure.
Yeah.
There are certain people that like. Look how much when they say how much Lindsey Graham died with. It wasn't a lot of money. So I think he was a dude that did it for the love of the game and getting any fucking little twink he wanted. I think he did it for that. I think there are people that just are like that. And it's fucking gross.
It's becoming more and more like that's the answer. And I think some people are getting freaked out looking at evil, where they're like,
where they're actually
when the
like
blood
demons.
squirts out of the kid, that's when I get hard.
Yeah, and then they say it like it's a kink on Grindr.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know, dude, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, when Trump was like riffing about blowing up that school, I was like, dude, this isn't funny now.
Dude, we played that clip on the show and we were looking and we're like, are we really doing this?
He's like, oh, maybe it was our tomahawk tea. I'm like, dude, we liked when you made fun of Hillary Clinton.
Yeah,
dude.
We like when you called Rosie fat.
Right.
Now we're killing babies.
Right,
This
right.
is a fucking far cry from like these jokes don't fucking work now. That's what I mean. You lose the aura because now like all the jokes they were fun. You know, they were fun little jabs and this and that. And now it's like, oh, these are consequences.
Yeah, it'd be like if it turned out I actually want to kill black people.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Like my bike song wouldn't be funny at that point.
Exactly. If you went and shot up a sucking soul food
right.
place,
If I was like, no, this is real for me.
yeah, and then
like,
people be like, maybe you should. This song is. I don't like this song anymore.
It's now like a declaration.
No,
versus
exactly.
a joke. Yeah, it's totally true. It's like
It's a declaration of war.
you can't like hate what you're making fun of. You can't like actually want to kill them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then it gets so creepy.
But that's what happens. It's like
and he forgets how we view ourselves. Like when he was riffing with the Japanese, when he was like, "Oh, says the Pearl Harbor guys, that's what we did." I'm like, yeah, and we thought they were sneaky. Like we're Americans. We're not supposed to just bomb civilians.
Yeah, and that's the point. That's my point is. And the thing is, we also knew Pearl Harbor was coming. We didn't do anything about it. That's something that everybody, and it's proven. Like that's not even a conspiracy.
Dude, they drove out the carriers.
Yeah. So that's my point. Like this was on purpose. Like they talk about why you don't believe anything now. It's everything when you look back. Like there's this moment where you just all this data floods.
Like the Vegas shooting.
Yeah, exactly. Vegas shooting is something that we've been like. The Vegas shooting is something that is insane to me, and it's the most film city on the fucking planet. That we have one grainy video of a dude, and you're like, wait, what?
He had 2,000 rounds with a bunch of ARs, and it's just like, what the
fuck? Yeah, and he also took down a storm window. That's fine. He could just do that.
Yeah, and the one witness, he got killed later after doing Ellen or something.
And his brother who came out and said, hey, man, he would have never done this, all of a sudden had CP on his computer out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
No. He had CP, but it was also on like a Pentium processor computer.
Oh, like a Windows 98?
NT. Yeah, it was
so
like,
funny.
This is a little weird.
It's so funny.
But yeah, they had him removing that window always bugged me because it was like, as a guy who has tried to sneak a cigarette in many a casino hotel room before, if there was any way to get that fucking thing open, I would be able to tell you there's not.
He's a low-grade likable scumbag. I'll tell you, we can't open the window.
We cannot get him open. I've tried.
Hey, as your lovable drunk uncle, let me just tell you what I did.
Hey, I'm classy. I at least run the hot water while I smoke my cigarette, so it steams up, and then it just goes
You're
away.
the worst guy at the circus. I swear to God.
I'm the best guy at the circus. I'm the worst guy at the Luxor.
Oh, that's true.
Do you see how I could take the turn to goats? Where at some point you're like, I'm like wanting to buy a fire truck. I swear to God. I'm like looking on Craigslist.
You're just start your own fire department?
Just locally, just like, dude, I'll put out a fire because I don't trust that anyone's coming anymore.
No, but they're not. Why would you think anyone's coming? And that's the other thing we've been talking about this whole flock camera shit, which is crazy. Like, especially when you live in Florida, when you think Florida's fucking awesome in so many fucking ways, like in terms of stuff that we could do. Like we always say, like it's not Florida's not Republican or Democrat. Florida's a pirate town.
It is a pirate.
We're pirate people.
Good way to put it.
If you come to if you come to Florida, you're in a pirate town. Like we kind of do what we want. You go, you fucking top noses. You could go find places to go shoot a car if you want. But yeah, let's go shoot a car. Who gives a fucking shit? So it's like you can do whatever you want here. It's as long as you're chill, as long as you're not being retarded, and you're not doing stuff with kids because Grady Judd will literally end you. But other than that, like you could do that. But then you look at the map on D-Flock, and Florida has like the second most flock cameras in the fucking country, and that's scary to me.
I got a weird theory though. What if they're not even watching anything? It's just like the Panopticon where it's just like, I want you to feel
and there's
watched.
no guards there, and there's no guards in it.
That would be so funny if Flock builds this like multi-billion-dollar company based on gaslighting, and everybody's just like all paranoid.
That's NASA.
Like it's not
dude,
even
NASA
work.
makes $60 million
it's
a day.
So smart, man. Because you are right. Like if somebody goes, dude, you see that tower over there with a little? Yeah. What is? Yeah, dude, it's watching everything.
Right.
That's in my head immediately, and I'm like, I'm not going to
watching?
Smoke weed out here. I'm gonna
right, exactly.
It's like
Panopticon.
when you don't have an alarm system, but you put the sign out front anyway.
Oh yeah.
It's just to fuck with people's brains, but that's true. But I think the point is whether they're watching or not.
I want them to watch me. I think I'm hilarious.
Yeah. Bro.
I'm like, when you've been kicked off every platform, I'll take Flock.
Next special. Your next special should be a Owen Benjamin Flock camera
camera special.
Tell me you could easily do that.
I might do
that. Would be so
dude, I just got deplatformed from Flock. Flock won't let me on.
I just got every time you come a camera, you're just censored.
Yeah.
They won't put you on. That would be hilarious.
Flock won't let me on, man. They demonetized me on Flock.
You'd be the first person kicked off of a Flock network. He can't be on.
Nah, he made fun of Jews.
Have you heard his bicycle song?
Yeah.
You can't have him on here.
He made fun of a trans.
Yeah, you can't. You're not allowed. That would be funny. Live from the Flock network.
From my perspective, I literally am like, oh, sweet. I'm not going to be kicked off Flock.
This is great. Okay, I have a place to do this. Okay, but just open a fucking can't do a PayPal. Sorry.
Because it's almost like Epstein, where you get, like, if he's blackmailing, you get one shot. If you have all this blackmail, because once you release it, then no one's going to pedo with you anymore. Like Flock, it's like they only have a few times. Like to be like, no, we're watching you all the time. Then everyone would freak out, I think.
Yeah.
Like if there's actual arrests.
Well, if that's the thing, it's that you look at the places that have the most flock cameras, like they have more crime. They don't have less crime. They don't. It's not like they don't. They don't.
It's a bad indicator for my neighborhood because
Yeah.
I had none, and then when we started tracking them in the last few
Dude, I got
months,
a
they're
flock
popping
near
up
me.
weekly
They're
in
in
my
Idaho.
neighborhood. And where I live in Lakeland is like rural Lakeland. I live up like northern, the rural part. And every week I've been looking, and I'm like, oh, cool. There's like 2 new ones, and they're like popping up in my little like green area where it's mostly woods.
I think it's a psyop because there's a red light that beeps, and that's to show you you're being watched. Like, why not just not show you the red light?
Oh yeah, everything. It's funny because I was going for a walk and I had the deflock thing on, and it shows you all the cameras in the area. And there was one like not in a road, like in a dog park, and I'm like, why the fuck would you need this in a fucking dog park?
Pit bulls.
Well,
It'd be funny if Kushner's like, because I like dogs.
Yeah, seriously. And then there's that story that came out.
I know which one you're about to
The
talk.
story that came out where this. What a lot of people don't know about flock cameras is it's not just the black ones with the lights that you see. You could opt in if you have your own like seats closed circuit thing. You could opt in to be included.
Whoa.
So the synagogue, this synagogue daycare.
Yeah,
Synagogue daycare
crazy.
had cameras that they had, and there were some vehicle theft, so they opted into the flock system. Now they had, of course, they had security cameras in the child's gymnast area and the pool and all that, in case anything happened. And they opted into the flock system. Well, when they checked the records of the flock system, the kids' gym had been accessed over 1,000 times, and it was by a flock vice president.
It's weird, huh?
Yeah,
Why?
I have an
I
idea.
don't know. Maybe he was a big gymnast fan. I think we know why he was
That'd
doing
be
it.
funny if it turns out all the swastika graffiti is us.
It's us. It was that would be funny if the cameras caught that.
Because they do, like, it just keeps getting revealed where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, it turns out it's the rabbi's son is doing
Well,
the
it's the same
swastika
thing when they say they get attacked online. It's just on them on burner accounts, it's calling themselves the worst things in the world. It's the things that they hear in their head that they're saying to themselves.
Totally.
Well,
it's like,
it's
or
also
if you oppose war, they're like, oh, because I'm a Jew.
And you're like, no, Mark Levin. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a big, big part of it. But
Yeah.
there's other things too. No, but maybe
Right.
it's.
The other giveaway always too is like we all agree, right? A swastika is very easy to draw.
That's the
And
first thing
for
you
some
draw as a
reason,
kid.
Fun to draw.
As a
some
kid, it's one of the
reason,
first
they're
things
incapable.
I draw.
They're incapable of getting it correct. There's
It's
something
also
about-
Hindu and Buddhist.
Yeah.
Because it's the Big Dipper going around Polaris.
Yeah, and
It's an ancient symbol.
But it's literally like when a Jewish person like draws a swastika, it's always all whacked out.
No, and then
fucked
they'll
up
say
looking,
they'll
and
be
you're
like, you just turned me into a lampshade. Imagine trying to explain that to a kid. Like, why did he say that? It's like, well, there's a guy named Steven Spielberg who made a movie.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are they even
So
talking
this guy
about?
named Steven Spielberg was a big reason why Drew Barrymore's all fucked up in the head now.
Yeah.
Him, that guy.
Well, yeah, and it's like, oh, Ghislaine Maxwell? Well, her dad made all of our textbooks, and, so they're all nuts.
and also how much Trump loves her. Like he was even before like moving her to this like sweet.
like, I wish
gig
her well.
or
She's
that,
a hot piece of ass.
Exactly. When we heard that,
poems and shit.
when we
yeah.
heard that, we were like, did he wish her well? Why would he?
He's
wish
like,
her
she
well?
can really produce.
Yeah, she has great tits.
Yeah, she'll bring you a 15-year-old at midnight.
She sold me my wife. Allegedly, I'm
She's
just
like, I
kidding.
bought her in Eastern Europe for a pound of cheese.
I'm kidding, Cash Patel.
Allegedly, just joking, obviously.
Cash Patel, I'm kidding. Unless you're the weird times you're awake in your office and not drunk, where they have to break the door down with a battering ram.
Dude, how funny is it? His name is Cash App PayPal.
Cash App
Yeah.
PayPal, baby.
Venmo was actually going to be the head of the FBI.
And then he owns like he invested in like fucking Sheen or whatever to this Chinese that paid him like $5 million. He loves Vegas. He's
He's a degenerate.
He's every
Indian. Totally.
Go ahead. Thank you.
No, exactly. No, yeah, exactly.
100%. He's every Indian that gets a little bit of money or power when they move
Exactly.
here. They're all like this. They're all the same. They all do the same things. The difference is this one runs the FBI.
Yeah.
And I'm flying around his shitty country music girlfriend everywhere, and everyone's like, "Oh, why are you accusing her of being a spy?" I'm like, "Come on, man. Are you do you want me? Do I have to say it out loud? You know why? You're Indian, bro. Like, we know why, dude."
Dude, it's so true.
Yeah.
It's like every Indian. It's like you give them $50, they're just doing scratch offs. They go crazy.
Yeah, they in Vegas they're already like not great to women. Like that's already there.
Dude, they treat lower castes like actual dogs, and then they call me a racist.
They have slaves. Like the Indian culture, like I know people that like still have technically indentured servants that like work for them and stuff, and it's normal.
And they'll like spit at them and stuff.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, "Do not look at me, dog."
Yeah. And then you have Vivek who wants to bring all his buddies over here to fuck. That's the other problem. It's like it's not even the illegals coming across doing the farms. It's like all this tech stuff is just we're
Dude, I'll take the Mexicans all day over these Patels.
Oh, we talk about this all the fucking
They don't
time.
use a toilet.
Remember back in like the 90s, bro, when it was like yeah, we had illegal Mexicans here, and we were like, all right, hey,
It was a fun dance.
But it was like but also they'd be the hardest working, nicest people, family people, went to church, and if you had them around you, were like, you know what, they're not even going to play their music till loud. You have to be up at 2 a.m.
And it's tuba music. It's not.
Yeah. And sure they
Accordions.
have the curly shoes and all that stuff.
Yeah, and those
Shoes,
teardrops,
like the Iron Sheik.
Yeah,
those teardrops were for other Mexicans,
and that's fine.
They didn't even really attack the whites.
Yeah, they made fun of Guatemalans, which if you don't know is the Mexico of Mexico is Guatemala. They do not like Guatemalans.
They do not, dude.
They cannot stand each other. But my point is like, and you would go by Home Depot, trabajo, and they'd paint your house for like $100.
Yeah, and they perv out with women in Spanish, so no one even knows what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah, so like, okay, so whatever. And they're also like 5'1". Who gives a shit?
Yeah, and they're kind of funny about it. Versus the Indians are like, oh, bloody bastard, I think of you, I fuck of you.
Oh, God, dude, they're so fucking
I'm trying to think of like a
aggressive.
single Indian I've ever been intimidated by that wasn't like a WWE freak.
I can't think
Like
of
Great
an
Khali, maybe. But like
none.
outside of like any average Indian, I would be like, who the fuck are you talking to right now? Like, who the fuck are you talking to right now?
They're like macho hero is Gandhi, a little guy in a diaper
Who
that's
didn't
like,
fight.
just don't fight.
And here's a question I
I'll
have.
put you through a wall.
If all their gods have so many hands, how come they don't use any of them to wipe?
That's a great point.
I mean, come on, man. None of them.
Yeah,
None
8
of them.
hands and a poopy butthole.
Dude,
Explain that.
Dude, the
That's
Ganges,
the real eat, pray, love right there. 8 hands in a poopy butthole.
Oh my! No, they see a toilet as like oppression, like racism.
Yeah. I don't understand. Like anytime I see anything that goes like I watch sometimes Bald and Bankrupt, who goes to all the countries, and every time he goes to India, it's just like they don't care about where they live. And it's garbage in the river, and you can't drink their water, and it's dirt, and like you said, there's no rules on the highway.
They don't see lying as bad.
No, they don't.
That's
No.
one of the craziest things. Like,
Well,
an
that's why they're
Indian-
call scammers. That's why they're call scammers.
Is there any way that we can figure out a way? Because, like, obviously we can't just get rid of all the Indians. I mean, perfect world and all. But, like, is there a way we can just exclude them from certain things? Like, I don't want to see them in Buc-ee's, for instance. Like, those are the cleanest bathrooms in the world. Good food. I don't want to see them in water parks. We've seen what the water ends up looking like a broth.
You know
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah,
put,
yeah.
you know,
Spicy.
you know when you put Ovaltine in like milk,
Yeah.
like that. And it's and then like every time I watch like the the scam bait people, they're pretty great when they call in and they honestly have no souls, like the ones that call the
Dude, they try and rip off old people all the time.
all the time and for like their entire
But it's been going on for
savings and-
thousands of years. Like,
Yeah.
you trace back the Indian culture. It's always been like tied to like the Romani gypsy thing, and they're just to quote the guy from The Departed, they're a dirty, dirty people.
I know, dude. They get pissed when you just keep praising the Pakistanis.
Yeah, I love that.
Dude,
I
I'm
love
like,
baiting
no,
them.
don't get me wrong. It's not because you're brown. The Pakistanis are really clean people, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, fuck, are you, buddy?" Like they
Hey,
get so mad.
Say what you want. I could get a hamburger in Pakistan, bud. That's all I'm saying. I got to eat meat over here. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, they have wiping rules in the Quran.
Yeah.
I love telling them, you know who had our back during 9/11? Pakistan, baby.
Pakistan.
Our boys. They get
right.
so
They get
fucking
real.
mad.
So pissed.
They
So pissed.
And they're the most online aggressive when you call them out. They just fuck your mother, fuck
Fuck
you,
you,
Because
Fuck
I
you,
kind of
fuck
brought
you.
Pajit mainstream.
dude. I love when you
And dude, India blocked me from their country, and I was invited to go to the Maldives.
What a great thing.
Dude, actual politicians
got
in the
blocked.
Maldives.
You weren't allowed to go to India.
Dude,
That's one of the
it's-
most wonderful things I could
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
be
no, I'm
blessed
Did
banned
you
from
send
India.
them a
They
thank
called
you
for my
card?
arrest. No, they said that Elon Musk should arrest me. And
That's awesome.
The government
Elon
Secret
Musk should
Service.
arrest him. That's how this works.
Dude, this is such a funny story.
Please,
So I'm getting
Elon Musk,
trolled
take
by
this
their
man.
Secret Service, by Modi's like main guys. And they're like, oh, we know where you are, and they're spotting me and stuff. So I start talking to the guy. By the end, he admitted he's scared of tigers. He actually turned out kind of cool, but he's like broken. But I just kept being like, why do you guys get so freaked out when we make fun of you? And he's like, oh, buddy, fuck you. And by the end, I think they're insecure about the British Empire.
Well, yeah.
I could just picture somebody go like, hello, this is...
No, he started like doing that.
He's like, Vikram Pajit, please to get Elon Musk to take Funny Giant, please,
No, they
into
were so
custody.
mad.
Please bring us Funny Giant so we can kill him in our country, please.
Dude, I brought Indian mockery mainstream.
You did. I was saying,
and they had never
your
had
Indian
it before.
arc. Your Indian arc that
That
you
was
went
beautiful.
through was we
Thank
were
you.
talking about in our show. We were like, dude, even this is before you. This I think right before you came on, or around the same time you came on. Even before that, we were like, I don't know, dude. Owen right now is on a generational run against Indians. Like, honestly,
I remember.
No, we said it. We
They're
said
like,
it on
just
air.
let him cook.
We said
We
it.
said it
Just
before.
Stand back. This is when
honestly,
his autism
Jewish
works.
people should be sending him a fucking thank you card. We said because they were out of the barrel. It was all
Everybody was
Indians
in India.
all the time. It was, and it finally.
I don't even do Jews more than
Yeah.
any other group. They're almost like white collar Indians
Yeah.
a little.
No, I didn't mean that you. I didn't mean the same thing because you could go against Jews. I go because everybody was just talking about Indians. People were leaving
dude.
Jews alone.
People didn't know what Pajit meant.
Yeah,
Dude, I came
Yeah.
in to do
I didn't
this
make it up. I think it was like a 4chan thing, but
Yeah.
I was like, dude, let's get the Jeets.
They get so angry.
Dude,
And
I remember we talked
yell.
about it the one day before our show because like we'll come in early and we're doing shit before the show and we'll be sitting in the studio and like, you know, just having conversations. And of course, like it just came up that one day where it's like, yo, this Owen Indian shit is wild.
Yeah, we were
And like,
laughing
yeah,
off
this
there.
is
We were
fun.
fucking
And it was
dying.
funny for me because like you took many unpopular positions for a while and then you just fucking lucked into the most popular thing of like where
You-
everyone went, yeah, we
Yeah.
fucking hate those
Yeah, 'cause
guys.
everyone started
and all
going
these
like-
people that hated you were like, Owen's based.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
they did that again
Keep
lately
shitting
now.
on Indians.
Guys, they're like, dude, turns out a lot of shit's a lie, man. My bad.
That's 100%.
I'm like, dude, I only know because of childhood trauma, dude. I'm not like a special person.
And then they'll get in your replies, right? And they'll brag about shit that you shouldn't be bragging about. They'll be like,
Indians?
actually, we are number 17 in Southeast Asia for bathing. And
Dude,
we are washing.
They literally they brag that
Yes.
they don't burn widows since 1985.
I have cleaned my penis
No,
three
they
times
really-
this year.
Dude, they have a festival where they bathe in cow shit.
Yeah, they throw shit
yeah.
at each other.
Yeah, we saw
And they're
Tyler
like,
Ribby do that
oh,
video.
the poopy.
And then when you call them out on it, they go, don't say that. I'm like, well, then don't do it. Like, I don't know
Right,
what you want me
right.
to tell you. You're the one throwing shit at each other. And they get mad when you point out what they
Truth.
do, which
Right.
that's why it hurts them. Like, that's why, like, they don't take it in stride because they know it's gross. And they say, it's not all of us, but you immediately jump to defend you guys. And it's like, we try so hard. And again, we said this, the thing that killed Indians more than anything else, and I think started the whole trend, was like, you guys, all the Indians got mad at Apu because a white person was doing his voice. Hank Azaria was doing his voice. And then they made The Simpsons not have Apu anymore. And it was like, you guys ruined it because in our heads, when you're growing up, you're like, oh, yeah, you know, Indians are like Apu. You know, as an American guy who's an Indian guy who's nice to people, thank you, come again. And the moment you killed this positive thing just because a white guy voiced them, everyone started going like, they're not like that. Oh,
Dude,
no.
yeah, and
Oh,
I'm like
God.
I'm like the American immune system. I'm like, if you can't take ball busting, you can't be here.
100%.
yeah,
That's how any group assimilates in America. It's like you have to burn off that proud bullshit 8-armed monkey shit.
Yeah, no, we're done. Yeah, we're done. You have to be able to fucking.
You can't worship a stone cock with milk.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I got to cover our asses here, though, real quick.
Yeah.
So considering who runs Alphabet and who runs Google, we're talking about Native Americans here.
Yeah.
So
No, we're talking
just-
about
filthy wagon.
We're talking about the.
burners.
Ooh,
We're not talking
yeah.
about the Brahmins.
Yeah, yeah.
No, we're not. We're talking about filthy wagon burners.
Yeah, the untouchables.
Yeah, those. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
how funny
The
is it they
cigarette and
call
casino
people
ones.
untouchables?
They literally do that. They don't touch. They're lower caste, and they're only allowed to touch the dead. And it's like, yeah, you guys don't think that's fucking weird, and you don't think that we don't want your country filled with you guys coming over here and take. And that's the thing. Like, have you looked about the hotel industry, right?
Yeah.
The hotel industry is owned by them. Like,
Hotel motel.
Bro, 80% of like independent hotels are like owned by Indian families because they have this workaround where, you know, first off, for a while there, that's why a lot of Indians owned Subways because a lot of these franchises were like, you know, if you're a minority, you know, you could buy a franchise.
Minority, there's there's like a billion
Exactly. You could get 20% to franchise. So, of course, they did that, and they bring their family in, and then they get visas.
They only hire Indians, too.
Exactly. And every time I've gone to, like, a Marriott, for example, that's like a franchise one that's by Indians, are always the rudest. They're always angry. Like, they're doing me a favor. They're just mean. And it's like, you guys, if you come here, you need to be Apu. Which is basically...
Yeah, because they're in a force culture where it's like, I am above you. You kiss my butthole.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, in America, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
I have an idea that we can fix this entire country, or at least 80% of the problems in this country.
Pakistanis,
and be
we'll
very,
get them to fight.
Yes. Oh, my
no,
God.
it's very
Let's do
simple.
it.
We round up everyone in this country, every single person down to the man and woman and child, eat a bacon cheeseburger or get the fuck out.
Or Charlie
That's it.
Kirk.
Eat a bacon cheeseburger.
Or eat Charlie Kirk.
Or eat Charlie Kirk in front of
we
me. I
already
need to know
have
you're cool.
vampire pedophiles running shit. We're trying to get rid of them. Bacon
Hey,
cheeseburger.
hey.
Think about it. Because the Padgies don't eat the beef. The other people don't eat the bacon and the pork and the
I think the
cheese mixed with
Jews-
the meat. It solves all the problems. Eat a
Jews eat
bacon
bacon.
I don't
cheeseburger or
think
get the
Jews eat
fuck
bacon.
out.
I don't think the Jews eat the pigs because I think there's like a thing about their sweat glands.
Really?
I think there might be a relation, like, because you can do a pig graft
cannibalism.
and put it like on your skin. You ever look at Amy Schumer's face?
Dude, Amy Schumer.
Dude,
Amy-
she looks literally like a pig.
Yeah, no, she no, literally like Miss Piggy, and now she's lost a bunch of weight, and she still looks fucking weird.
She's so angry too.
Bro, isn't it funny how quickly the body positivity movie went away as soon as Ozempic was invented or came out? Everyone stopped going like, oh, I don't want to be fat anymore. Oh, there's an easy way to do it?
They're like, oh, wait a minute, I can eat dragon poison and
Yeah.
get skinny?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's funny though, as an older guy, to be able to explain to young people like that mythical 6-month period where Amy Schumer was attractive. Remember
Yeah,
that when she was
this
opening
is-
for Norton and
Yeah,
shit,
it's opening
and it
for
was like,
Norton,
"Hey,
yeah.
all right, what's up, girl?"
That's
and people are
hilarious.
like, "I don't fucking believe you," and I'm like, "I swear to God, for 6 months,
I have a
you
photo.
would have wanted to fuck this chick."
Back then we were just dating, but so long ago. But this is fucking got 20 years ago. We went to a show where Amy Schumer was opening for Norton, and my wife took a photo with her, and I still pull it up sometimes. And
very funny.
And I look at it and I go, wow, she was okay looking. And
Dude,
then
I did her show. She casted
Yeah.
me on
Dude.
her show once. She used
Yeah.
to be like kind of cool, and then she
Yeah.
just went like.
She used to be kind of cool. Well, she used to be kind of cool, but that's because a lot of her jokes were getting, injected to her by Jesselnick. She was
Totally.
funny. She was
That's
funnier
what
when
happened.
Jesselnick
Yeah.
was writing her
Yeah.
stuff. And I know Jesselnick and everybody now because he's also kind of Jesselnick's another one that lately he's like he was always the most brutal guy and said the most dark shit, and now he's trying to be like this.
Yeah, but he won't. Now he like won't make fun of a Puerto Rican.
Exactly. Now he's too above it.
And I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, got him.
Right, you and your little candle wax and pineapples.
Can't wax and pineapple.
See, like if you did that with an Indian, they'd go nuts. He's laughing.
he's like,
That's
yeah.
our immune system in America.
Yeah, 'cause
it's like,
you
how
get used
dare
to
you
it.
talk about the candle wax?
It's like nobody cares. Nobody here. If you care, if you give a shit about. That's a good point. If you
Yeah, like Irish with potatoes and getting drunk and leprechauns and shit. Like, who
Yeah,
cares?
I've
They're like
always-
Jews in war and pedophilia.
someone's got to hit their wives.
I've always called it assembly line humor. You know what I mean?
Totally,
It's like
totally.
you get a fucking Polak and an Irishman, a black guy and a Puerto Rican. You're all working at the car factory, and you're going to talk shit all day.
only way
and
it
then
works.
the fucking day flies by, and you all
Totally.
go to the same bar, and nobody's like, I don't really actually like hate the black guy I work with.
It's the
You know what I
only
mean?
way
You're
it
just
works.
talking
Or I used
shit.
to work a tree job in the South. It's like North-South jokes, or else you're fucked.
Yeah. No, you got and it's
I've worked with Mexicans in kitchens,
Me
and they're like
too.
calling you culero and shit, and you're like, I know what you're doing.
Patito sucio.
You know,
Oh,
like you're
patito
breaking my
sucio.
balls.
Maricon,
Yeah,
maricon.
Mersh one time came in and he goes, hey, honestly, they're really nice. They gave me this nickname. They call me Cállate Pendejo. And I think that's a cool name. I think that's a cool name. They've been calling me that.
I worked,
El Negro, Robo,
Yeah.
mi bicicleta.
bro. I worked at a pizzeria.
Bro,
for real.
Mexicans are the most racist people. I love them. They're so
Dude,
hilarious.
they killed every. I think they went to war in South Central and totally won, and no one
yeah.
talks about
Yeah.
it. It's not black anymore. It's
No, they
completely
won.
Mexican.
They won.
Bro, I worked at a pizzeria, and our owner Gary was the most like a waspy white. Like, how's everyone doing today? Everyone having like you wouldn't imagine he owned a pizzeria,
Right.
but it was a good pizzeria. He
Yeah.
bought it from a real guy. But he would come in and how's everyone doing today, guys? And I'd be in the kitchen. All the guys were Mexican, and they literally called him culero, like all of them, to the point where he
Yeah.
really thought like
That was a cool name.
Culeto.
cool. And they'd be like, "Oh, culero," and like that's how I learned what the word was. Because like one day, finally, one of them let me in there, like, "Yeah, I mean, like, you like to."
Dude, they have
I was
so
like,
many
"No
words
way."
for being a homo.
They
Like, I love
do.
the dirty duck where they're like, patito sucio.
Yes.
It's
yeah.
like, you like to shake your tail feathers for the boys.
Tell them the Cuban one for
one?
the dark kids.
Monito.
Monito.
Monito means little monkey. No, Topo, he knows I'm right. That's Hispanics will call like, and they're not saying it. They're not
Literally
saying it to be
any
mean.
kids.
It's not even.
You
a
could
mean
call me
thing,
a
like,
glacier monkey. I wouldn't give a
but
fuck.
they're not saying it to be mean. It's actually kind of endearing when
Right.
you have ito to something. It's like my mom will look at like a little black kid who's cute, like a little black baby, and she goes, "Ay, se parece un monito." This is a little monkey.
black monkey.
But you're understanding you're not saying it in the. That's just
You do that in
that's how
America,
say
you
it.
lose your PayPal. We found
exactly,
that out.
exactly.
Well,
And
they
that's-
can't even speak Spanish, though. That's the beauty. You
Yeah.
can just call them Monito, and they're like,
Yeah.
cultural
okay.
diversity.
Yeah, there it is. Let's see, and I'm allowed to be racist because that's my culture, and I have to live my culture.
I know. I was wondering if, because someone said that racism
Can
is
I
a
say
handicap.
the N-word? Yes, but not in a street basketball game. I learned that the hard way.
Dude, as a comic, if I didn't, they'd see me as weak in all black rooms.
Yeah, no, you have to be able to say what you want. I agree.
But this little Jew said it was a handicap, how racist I was. And I was like, can I fucking use a handicap parking for my racism and my anti-Semitism?
Yeah.
Because if I'm a handicapped person, I get to use the spot.
Yeah, Mersh thinks that they shouldn't exist.
No, I think we need to get rid of like at least 90%
Bro,
of handicap
100%.
spots because
I knew
they're
you guys
always
were gonna
empty,
agree.
and
So
I
you're talking about
park
black
in them
people really
constantly.
And they literally have little throne chariots that roll around for them. Meanwhile, you have a mother of 6 walking from
Yeah.
the back of the parking lot. Some asshole lost his leg because he can't stop eating sweets.
And now it's just fat guys. Exactly.
Fat fucking and vets.
And vets, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
you have PTSD, so now you get to roll around in a fucking handicap spot.
Dude, when my mom died, she had one of those, and I fucking put it in my car. Like
Yeah.
the day she died, I was like, "Well,
Good
put
for
it in my
you.
car," and I was just parking in handicap spaces.
someone's got it.
And then
you.
eventually, a cop like caught me one day when I was driving. He's like, "That's not yours."
Be like, I'm handicapped by my huge cock.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I can barely walk with this thing.
It's funny you brought that up because you know the vet thing because we've been watching. I don't know if you watch Financial Audit, but he's the Caleb Hammer guy. But anyway,
Is he the one that looks at how many steps you take?
No, Caleb Hammer is the guy that
Goes through your finances
goes
and
through
stuff.
Your finances, but he
yeah.
kind of roasts people a little bit when he
Yeah,
does it.
yeah, I've seen that guy.
So he would. But one thing that happens is every time he has a vet on his show, 100% of the time they're on disability.
Always, always.
And then when you hear what they're on there for, you're like, wait. And why
They're
are
like,
you-
I had too much fun killing
Yeah.
dune coons.
Yeah, basic, exactly. And did you know that if you're a woman in the military and you just accuse someone of sexual assault, you'll get 100% disability for life, which I don't know if that might encourage things, to happen. And it's like, we are giving so much for people that hurt themselves, like they sprain their ankle playing basketball on the base. They'll
They're
they'll
like,
get disability.
I hurt my back stealing gold from Saddam's palace.
Yeah, so I'm going to need that money. So yeah, that's something that's like another big welfare thing that is happening.
Dude,
is
the
that-
Navy's a floating trailer park.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's not. It's
Dude, they get paid to wean watch and meat gaze.
yeah. Because honestly, dude, all our own Navy ships, as we're learning now, don't matter. Like in these kind of fucking wars, they don't matter.
Dude,
'cause they're
like a
beating us with,
$1,500
drone.
yeah.
There's fucking drones they're
Well-
fucking cartoon drones with grenades on them coming
Well-
at them, and they're blowing them up.
Our Navy vessels don't matter anymore because we don't have any fucking missiles left. So they're basically just parked in the fucking Strait of Hormuz going, you better not, you son of a bitch, because I don't really have much to
Dude,
back
they're
up my
like,
shit.
technically, it's a gay bar.
Yes.
It's like when you're a guy who has a gun but knows it's not loaded. You're like, you hope nobody notices.
Yes.
You hope nobody fucking notices because that's where we're like that. Because that's why
If
Trump.
I pull my gun and I'm like, did I have one in the chamber or not? Because
Right.
now I'm very
Because
undecided.
it's all branding guys now.
Yeah.
They're like, but the brand of the ship will scare them.
You know what's so funny about Trump is like he's the only president. You got to give him this, guys, and we'll agree on this. Who's won this war like 20 times already? Like
Yeah.
no
I think he's just
president-
gambling.
No, exactly. Nobody. Well, dude,
Shout out to Steak. Shout out to
I'm
Kick.com.
trying to get us
We're
on
selling
that child
gambling to kids,
site.
baby.
I don't want to be on there.
Sorry.
I don't want to be child gambling site.
Look, I tried, okay?
Okay, well, you fucking. I think you're getting paid under the table. One
You're
day,
like, duck, duck, goose, but there's money on the line.
one day I'm gonna go. No, Mersh got $7,000, and he's gonna come in and be like, I don't know, Royce. I was thinking about it. This war's pretty cool, I was listening to this Ben Shapiro guy.
And then Royce is going to go, let me guess, you also lost the entire $7,000 on Steak. didn't
Yeah,
you?
you did.
It was credit. It was free
So-
play.
It turns
okay.
out the Liberty sucks now.
Yeah.
Dude, the main chick went on tour with Melissa Etheridge.
Yeah. They're sinking like the USS Liberty did, probably because
Dude,
of
how about
the
that?
Jews.
How about that gaslighting? They're like, Yeah, so people bomb ships.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh my God.
I don't.
Thank
I
you.
fucking
Thank you.
don't.
No, thank you. I love that. That's the excuse. That it's gotten to the point where when they already had people that were on the ship going like,
Yeah, like burn victims.
burn victims, like this is what happened. I was there, and then the excuse is like, it's what, Cameron?
They're like, so you've
okay.
never fucking maimed a sailor?
Yeah.
You
Oh, exactly.
get this anti-Semitic fallout ghoul out of my sight.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Sounds
okay.
like some anti-Semitism.
Yeah, he has foreskin.
So we-
he has foreskin for his face, but yeah, let's go ahead and fucking let's not listen to him.
You're like, yeah, so you got raped by a dog.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Well,
what?
check out the lib over here.
So they sent a dog in there that had a machine gun on his back to rape you? Oh,
Yeah.
and you're so fucking sensitive? It's called war, loser.
Yeah,
And
so-
you're like, it was a cancer ward.
You're like, yeah, your kids were incinerated by phosphorus.
Yeah.
Have another kid, anti-Semite.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry that our AI targeting system killed your kid's little school.
Sorry, we bulldozed Jesus' favorite tree for no fucking reason.
Yeah, fuck it. Oh, yeah. Sorry that we started pissing on a crucifix and you caught us. That's on us.
Sorry
Come
for
on.
digging up Mary Magdalene and desecrating the corpse.
Yeah, no, fucking seriously. Sorry for having two concurrent wars going on because Netanyahu's gonna go to fucking jail if there's not. Did
You're
you
like-
ever think about him? His wife fucking hates him.
Yeah, be like, yeah, so we attacked the rave and blamed it on the fucking glider guys. Like, what would you do if you were going to jail?
Sure, we knew about 9/11 and didn't tell anybody. But what were we supposed to do? We were busy. It was Saturday.
Okay, fine. We did 9/11 and
Okay.
told everybody. But you're an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
I bet you still got your foreskin.
And also, Pearl Harbor, also us.
Yeah.
That one's going to come out soon. Don't worry, guys. Listen, you have to trust us because we're the only people that allow butt sex in the Middle East.
Be like, our name is Pearl Man. Obviously, we do Pearl Harbor.
Obviously.
It turns out the Jews managed to do everything except an actual moon landing.
Yeah. Well, that was tough.
Unbelievable.
That was tough. That was tough. Well, blame Kubrick for that one. For
Dude,
sure. by the
Vivian
way.
Kubrick, I was interviewing her about that, and she was like, if it was my dad, it would have looked believable. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
No, but no.
Okay, that's
the reason
very
I
funny.
never budged on that.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm a rocket scientist. I know production, and I'm like tilt up, rack focus, remote control, 205. I'm like, this is retarded.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like
and
if,
same
it's
with
if J.J. Abrams did not have lens flares.
Yeah.
right.
And you'd be like,
right.
oh, yeah, we're on the moon. All
And
right,
it
cool.
shows the cameras. I'm like, dude, that breaks at 40 degrees.
Wait,
Yeah.
are we doing a dolly shot on the moon?
Okay,
that's an interesting creative choice.
Got to do it again. Yeah, you know, I knew it was fake because I saw a Starbucks cup on one of the videos.
That's
and
what it
I
was.
like, okay, come on. One of the prop guys left it out there.
Dude, and they're like, and every gram had to be accounted for. And we played golf with a dune buggy.
Did you ever watch Penn and Teller's bullshit on the moon landing one? Did you ever watch that?
No.
one? So this is back when they had their show, and of course they were defending the moon landing because they're so scientific. Penn got really old fast. But for people who are supposed to be skeptics, by the way, that's their whole point, right? Their whole gig was like, we're skeptics, and not when it came to that. And even when they were giving their answers, they were like, no, that doesn't make sense to me, though. Why would the flag be behind the line instead of front of, like little stuff like that? And I was like, oh, you're just crazy. I'm like,
You're
don't
all
make the
just nuts.
Don't make the episode then, man. Like, if you, that's fine, but don't make it. And again, I was so sold on that. And then for me, it was like how much they lie. And then when you start looking into stuff, you're like, why don't we go back? I kind of feel like we could have gone back a bunch.
They lie.
It's
They
like,
lie.
and then, dude, and then they're like, who wants to go to that dusty old place anyway? I'm like, I don't know, Michael Jackson and Pepsi?
They just said there was a moon base. Did you see that? They just fucking saw an article, leading report, put out saying like the Pentagon thinks that there's a moon base because they've seen UFOs flying off. Because by the way, you know what fucking sucks now? What fucking sucks now is that now I know aliens aren't real. Because the fucking moment the government says they're real, I was like, okay, so aliens aren't real. They
Turns
can't-
out we
I
were
had the
created
same
by
mo- I
Jesus
had the
Christ.
same moment.
Turns
I
out
had the
God
same
made
Turns
us in
out
his
they're
image.
fucking demons. Here we go.
Yeah,
Now we
dude,
know they're demons,
literally.
and I feel stupid.
It's like,
Yeah.
turns out that fucking guy I used to make fun of was right.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Dude,
We said
I
that
I
all
used
the
to make
time.
fun of people that were super religious.
Yeah, me too. Back when I was
Oh,
young.
when I was
You know, I had an
raised in the
edgelord
church, and I
atheist
got
when I was young.
I got
Yeah.
super rebellious and left the church, and I became like really anti-church, and then
Like shopping at Hot
Yeah, like,
Topic,
and
dude.
I had like the smart boy takes where I'm like, so if all the species are on the one boat, like, wouldn't the, like,
Yeah,
it just,
I know,
I was that
I know.
guy. It's
I-
fine.
I call
I
it
kind
the
of-
edgelord atheist phase that people go through, and it's the most, looking back, you're like, oh my God, I was a neckbeard, wasn't I?
Totally.
Yeah, but I will say I genuinely appreciate going on that journey because having like voluntarily said fuck the church and fuck God and all that, being able to come back and arrive back on it like on your own instead of just being like, well, I did it because my mommy took me to church. Like, to come back around in your late 20s, early 30s and go, oh, this shit's kind of resonating with me now because everything is evil and everything's like a weird fucking psyop and everything's like just child rape islands and fucking AI and you know what, man, church, pretty cool, man.
Materialism isn't explaining it anymore either.
There's something about gut instinct, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think there's something we never really talk about when something doesn't feel right. Like you can't ever. Everyone knows that feeling, right? Where you're like, I don't know, everything seems fine, but something doesn't feel right. There is something about that intuition, right? Where you're like, I don't know, man. Like when this stuff starts happening. I think, at least for me, I think a lot more people, it's great to see are on alert. Like, every time something happens, everyone's like, immediately, like, you look at the comments, fake and gay, you're lying, psyop, false flag, psyop. And I think that is good, but I don't know what's going to come with it because, like, I mean, a wounded animal, and I think that's what, like, they are now, a wounded animal.
What do you think is coming?
I don't know, dude. That's what I'm afraid of that because, like, they're a wounded animal, right? That's why they're doing this war because they realize we can't do this for too much longer. When the boomers go, we're done. So they're trying to get it out there. They're trying to make.
Oh yeah, they're pushing as hard as they can. This is what I think their wounded looks like because they're like a wounded chameleon, not a lion.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh fuck, they know I'm changing colors.
Yeah, and they're trying to, and of course they're trying. Like you even saw fucking Dan Crenshaw with his fucking tweet today. Like, just it's on purpose. It's to make people mad. You know, being like, you know, I don't know why kids are complaining about $30 burritos. You know, when I was in college, he went through this whole rant. And it's like, you never worked a real job in your fucking life. Like, I saw a funny meme that actually killed me. It was Patrick Bateman putting on his gloves in American Psycho, and it says, conservatives, every time somebody complains about a burrito price for some reason.
Yeah.
And it's true, because it's like, you guys are fighting the wrong battle, where it's like, this whole, like, oh, just don't go to Starbucks. No, I can't buy a home, fucker.
You're like, dude, I work at Starbucks and I went to college.
Yeah. Exactly.
Make your own tortillas. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, and then that's why, you know, over here at University of South Florida, they were having the commencement speech, and like this fucking boomer person talked about AI because she just read it. She just heard about it on Facebook. And she was like, and AI, and then they started booing her. Yeah. Because they're like, what do you mean? I went to school for 4 years. Are you going to replace me with grok?
They're like, I'm in unpayable debt, and you're bragging about the moon landing.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, I'm in unpayable debt, and also we're going to go to war, and you can't afford eggs. So good fucking luck to you.
Dude, and that's the thing. That's why I keep telling people to grow their own food. Because like, I'm like, no, they're not going to change. Like these type of narcissists, they're just going to keep doubling down. Where they're like, what do you mean eating a baby in public is bad? Go fuck yourself. You know, like they're never going to acknowledge it.
We're going to 3D print meat and you're going to eat it fucking weird. And you're like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to eat your fucking First off, ink's already expensive, all right? And I don't want fucking meat ink in my fucking house.
Dude, and I love when they explain it to you, too, because they're like, all right, so it's like meat, but it's not. It's grown, synthetically.
Did it have eyeballs?
And then you
go, I don't want it.
But then you go, okay, well, like, what is the, and they go, well, okay, so we took this form of cancer that grows on its own, and then it splits into more meat.
Yeah,
I'm going,
dude,
can I just get a T-bone, please? A cowboy ribeye?
They're going to call people cannibalist.
Yep.
They're going to be like, oh, you're bigoted against the cannibalist.
Just eat people. Now that's what they're going to do. They're already.
I think they're already putting people.
They're already killing people in Canada, right? For like having a head cold. Now they just kill you for like if you sneeze. They're like, you need to kill yourself,
dude. You go to. They're like, so what? Go to your doctor. They're like, have you thought about death?
And you're like, What? No, I came for a checkup. I'm fine, actually.
Like, wouldn't it be easier to just die,
It'd just be easier. It seems like super chill.
We got
right?
a pod. We'll play pornos.
Yeah, it'll be awesome, dude. You
can die right as you're coming.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be great.
If they're putting human in food, would you be able to suggest like what hot dogs I should buy? Because I still want to be able to eat shitty things. I just want to make sure I'm not eating the human
What's going to happen is like we do everything else, they're going to start with putting a little bit of it.
I think they already are.
Exactly.
It's like when you get the frozen chicken tenders for your air fryer, and it says like with some rib meat or like with some pork. It'll be like
we're ribbed meat.
Yeah, we're ribbed meat. What animal?
Dude, someone sued Subway because they tested the tuna and there's zero tuna.
There's zero tuna in it. I saw that. There's like no tuna in it. You're like, what have I been eating? What is this?
And their religion, they do want to get you to eat people. Yeah. Like they love that shit. Or shit. They want you to eat shit too.
But that's why RFK was such a letdown too when he came in here because he was coming on gun ho about this stuff and now
sex addict who can't speak properly. I was never really.
I was the least disappointed in him because as soon as he like
Come
latched
on,
on to
you're the
Trump.
Kennedy,
I was like, this
fair.
guy's fucking crazy.
He's like, I'm hard right now.
Yeah.
I knew he would
Your
be a
mom
letdown.
wanted it.
Out of the whole crew, I was like, Cash is gonna suck.
Wait, you mean the guy
this
whose
guy's
wife
gonna
was on
suck.
Dude,
Curb
I
Your
immediately was
Enthusiasm
like,
wasn't?
he's Indian. He's going to lie and bobble his head. And people are like, how dare you? He's based as fuck. He's going to get the pedos. I'm like, he's a bobble-headed shit eater.
And it turns out, guess what? He was Dan Bongino is the worst for me. I cannot fucking stand
He looks so
him.
traumatized.
Well, yeah, because
Doing his karate moves.
initially when we first signed on the Rumble thing and all that stuff, we went to the Rumble headquarters thing and we met him and he was not met him. We talked. He was really nice guy, whatever.
Huge head.
And big.
Does he have a big head?
The
FGH,
biggest head you've ever seen.
famous guy head.
Then he was then after he went into the talked all that shit. His the most embarrassing out of everybody we've mentioned. His is the most feminine, embarrassing story because he talked because not a lot of people have on hours and hours of podcasts of talking hardcore shit about what you would do if you were in charge.
Oh, dude.
And what you would do. You know what I would do?
The wood chipper.
You know what I would do? You know what? Put him up on the wall and all this
Guido
stuff.
Italians,
and
I
then
hate them.
I make him into my marinara.
It's whatever. You know what? When they say what was it the dog do when he catches the car?
Right.
He caught the car, and when he finally caught the car, he went in there and he went, "Oh fuck,
Yeah.
oh fuck,
Yeah, yeah,
oh
yeah.
fuck." And he had a cushy life living in West Palm Beach, going to the clubs, and he by the way, getting kicked out because his wife got a little too rowdy. That's something else that happened. Having his great life with all the money that he was making, and he went in there for 5 minutes, and now he comes back and he's still doing that same talk, and everyone's like, Applebee's servers have a longer turnaround time than you had in the fucking FBI. You were there for 262 days, not counting all the days you took
Yeah,
off.
262, and then we looked into. He took off like 100 days.
Yeah,
in the
out of the 262, he took 100 days off.
Because you got to take time for yourself.
Yeah.
You got to take a break.
Dude,
You
yeah,
got-
that
it matters.
changed how
It
people
matters.
saw it. Where they're
Yeah.
like, dude, if
Self-care
I was
is
in
important.
charge, and then he gets in charge, he's like, dude, why won't anyone do anything? It's like,
Yeah.
bro, you're the guy.
Yeah.
JD Vance did that on Rogan when he's like,
Yes.
listen, I got some conspiracy theories about Epstein too. I wonder if anyone's going to look into that. It's like, dude, you're the vice president.
You're the guy that
You could do it now.
And you know the thing that bugged me that he said too when he was like there, look, my job as the vice president is to support the president. I'm not here to give my opinion. You're on a podcast tour. You're on a fucking podcast.
Then stay
tour,
home.
dude. Like you're literally don't go. The whole point of a podcast is to give your opinion.
Yeah.
Like, what do you hear? And I understood. I know that in reality, I think what's happening when JD Vance is talking to his Jeet wife, when they're talking, what's really going on is like he fucked me. This guy fucked me.
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah,
believes
yeah.
that. He goes, he fucked me. I could have walked in. I could have walked into the fucking White House, and now what's happening? Now what's happening is now what you're seeing is you're seeing all the accounts going like, Rubio actually,
Totally.
Marco Rubio, this Marco. And by the way, as someone who's from Florida and had to deal with this
You don't
fuck
want Marco Rubio.
him in 2013 with a bunch of other people wanted to give amnesty to every illegal.
Right.
And that's who Marco Rubio really fucking is. That's what we always hated him here. We always fucking hated Rubio. He's a neocon through and through, and that's why Marco Rubio that's why they gave him 2 jobs. They needed to stick a neocon in there quickly, like at the beginning of the administration to get this going. They needed their claws in, and Marco Rubio was a fucking perfect person. And now Trump knows this too. If JD doesn't fucking play ball, all Trump has to do is go like, I'm actually thinking I'm going to support Rubio if he runs.
Oh, totally.
And I think that's what's keeping JD Vance playing this game, because JD Vance is trying not to lose the podcast bros because he's losing them. The podcast bros when the election comes in 4 years, but he also can't go too far, because if he gets out of line, he says one wrong thing, Trump goes on. Now, here's the thing. You don't think that Trump knew okayed everything JD Vance was saying? Of course he did. He's not going to let him go rogue.
He's like the wife that talks to the party after the drunk husband goes nuts.
Yeah.
Where he has to triangulate reality to Trump.
Yes.
Where he's like, come on, it's a
When
school
you're
for girls.
When you're
but
making excuses weirdly, you're like, man, dude, come
Well,
on.
he's not
Yeah.
always like this, guys. He's pretty
not
chill,
always
actually.
like
He's
this.
pretty
He's
chill
going
guy.
through a lot.
Yeah, he's last week his car got broken into. He's just having a rough
No,
one.
that October 7th shit really fucked him up.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
He's
He's
been
on
going
one.
through a lot.
They showed him
man.
CGI'd roast beef babies, and he didn't recover.
Listen, I know him really well, and I highly doubt he's raped and killed a kid.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I've met him. I've had dinner with him twice. There's no way he could.
I'm 78% sure he's never fucked it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's high percentages, honestly.
Yeah.
By the way, steak.
Yeah, that's where you
Now
get
I'm on
those
the steak
odds.
thing.
It's StakeKit.com, gambling for kids.
Yeah, he's made $5 billion inside trading, but like, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Wouldn't you exactly?
Who amongst us cannot throw a stone?
Who needs? That's the thing is that when I'm talking about money, is like who needs that much money? Like
the devil.
The devil. Yeah. The devil.
Literally. It's
Satan.
the only empty thing there is. It's the empty hole.
Like it's like everything about him, and it's fucking.
Well, that's called holy or like whole versus like empty.
Yeah. Fuck. And we're done.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
blew
did
through
2
the time,
hours, dude. We
actually.
did 2 fucking
Dude,
hours.
we could just keep rolling. We haven't even talked about Cubans.
Oh, you want to talk about Cubans?
We got to plug some stuff. I mean, he's got a book. We got to plug some stuff here.
Well,
I don't know what else
we
we're
could talk
supposed to-
about Cubans very quickly. Cubans are fucking awesome.
I'm into
by the way.
Cubans.
They're great people, but I will say this: I'm very critical of my own people. The new ones, not so fucking much.
The
ones
new
that
brand
come
of Cuban?
Yeah, because here's what's happening, right? Like when all the Cubans came over here, the good ones already came. Well, it already was left.
It's like
over
conspiracy
there.
theorists.
Yeah.
It's like Jew guys.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
I
The
was
new
in the
ones.
trenches.
The new ones.
The new ones are just they're just fad boys.
The new ones are so easy. It's like
Because it's so cool to hate Jews now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what? Now I don't even want to hate him anymore.
Dude, we used to have mailers.
Yeah, you couldn't do
Now
anything.
you can tweet about it. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, honestly, you could just call people the Kaesler anytime you want. Everything's fun now.
Well, I can do that anyway.
Well,
There's consequences, but I could do it.
Circle.
Yeah, it
You know the
does.
story behind that word?
Yeah,
They didn't want to have a cross, so they insisted on circles.
Is
and
that
that's-
why the gas station is Circle
Circle
K?
K.
Because that's fucked up.
Now
That's very
let's
funny.
finish the Patrice joke. Have you finished the Patrice
No.
joke? Okay, Lou, I could say this. I think I could say this one.
Ah,
Okay, I'll say it safely.
You
for
can
two.
say it safely.
I'll say it safely for you two because, and then Louis C.K. was there at the time, and then Patrice brought that up, that exact story, and Louis C.K. goes, "Hey, you know why they came up with the N-word?" And he goes, "Why? Because a bunch of black guys were acting like a bunch of N-words."
Yeah. Perfect.
That is the
Very
fucking.
funny.
Well, dude, the Chris Rock bit is the fact where it's like,
Yeah.
I love black people. I hate it,
Yeah.
And I won't do it because out of respect
It's
to the
just
guest,
YouTube.
but I do say it though. Like I don't hesitate.
No, but you say it on YouTube though. See, 'cause
No,
we're still on YouTube.
I look right in.
I
the
say it with
eyes.
the A, but I have
No, I'll say N.
I
out
have
of
I have
respect for the
wigger
rule.
tendencies, so it's deep
No,
rooted
but
in
it's
me.
actually good for the blacks that don't want to be associated because you
Yeah.
have white and white trash. It's like you have to have your down group that you say I'm not that guy. I think it's actually a long-term
I think
grabble.
I'm allowed to
That's
say
me,
I'm
I'm the
allowed
white
to say
trash.
nigga because I'm poor. Because Pitbull says nigga and he's
Well,
Cuban.
you can say negra. It means
Negro.
black in your
I
Spanish
could
in
say
your
mon-
language.
I could say monito.
I can
You know what's funny?
Mayate.
I'm gonna tell you something funny. This is so funny. Cubans.
I
do
just
this.
said a hard one too. No one even knows.
Would you say gallete?
No, was it El Negro robo mi bicicleta?
Oh yeah, the black guy stole his
Mayate.
bike. I like it.
Yeah, Mayate means like
you know what's funny?
more than just
as
the
long
black
as you
guy.
say it in Spanish, you can get away with most slurs. Like you can't say the F slur pretty much.
If
but
you say it in Hebrew, you can say I want to fuck a kid.
Yeah. No, you can't. Well.
All right, anyway, go ahead about the Cubans.
Oh,
Sorry,
I
got sidetracked.
forgot what I was saying.
No, that the new breed.
Oh, the new one, the new breed. The new breed is a great way to describe it. Are the leftovers?
'Cause
Dude,
they
are the
were
bad-
cool with the commie
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, they are. They were. Then they come here and they act like in the
Like,
same fucking
hey.
way. Yeah, honestly, there's two types of Cubans, right? They're the white ones that start a business, and there's the dark ones that become shortstops. And that's pretty much that's the line of Cubans. That's why my name's Royce, by the way, mostly because I'm named after my dad, who's also Royce. And I once asked my grandfather, I said, "Why did you name my dad like Lopez? What, Royce Lopez? Like that's a weird name." And he goes, "I just always thought it sounded good if he became a baseball player." And that literally was his reason for naming him that.
Are they
And I
just
was-
naturally great at baseball?
This dude's crazy. I don't know what. Yeah, and they love it. In Cuba. So in Cuba, like they have this park where they debate baseball, but you actually have to get a license from the government to be allowed to debate baseball.
No.
And they do it. Yeah, that's how
Right,
it is.
he is
there.
too wrong.
But I also hate this shit too because like with the Cuba stuff, where it's like. I understand that it's bad, but it's like I still don't want the U.S. government involved. I don't fucking
No.
care. That's not my problem. I
Not
don't
my
fucking
problem.
Care.
I don't
Leave,
even
you?
care about Spain. I'm
No,
like, don't
I
let
know.
it happen here.
That's exactly my point. Don't let it happen.
I can't
here.
control Bangladesh and South Sudan. Like
I don't want to. Think of the smell.
I think like around, like locally,
Yeah.
and that's why it's effective.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Grow your food, know
I
your
care about
people.
here. I don't give a fuck what anybody else does. That's the way I am. Like it's like being in Florida, we all kind of have that vibe, right? It's that pirate vibe. Where you're
It's
like,
actually a good vibe. If
Yeah.
everyone did that, it would be better
Yeah.
because everyone would clean up their own area.
That's
It's
why.
like,
That's why I'm worried about this Byron Daniels guy coming in and taking over after fucking
Byron Daniels?
the black dude that wants to run for governor.
Yeah,
here.
the guy who's getting his face kicked
guys,
in by James
you lost
Fishback.
me at the black guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's the guy that's
Yeah.
getting his shit pushed in by James Fishback for the governor.
Yeah.
I don't pay
spot.
attention to any of that shit.
Yeah,
anymore.
we cover all that.
No, but I like
James
that.
is a
No, it's
based
good
young
to.
man.
I'm not against it. I just can't follow
No,
it.
we're not voting anymore. We decided that we're done. Why would vote for what?
Yeah, I
For
sleep in
fucking
on
what?
voting day.
For fucking what? It doesn't matter.
For Pubio.
Yeah, no, fuck that. All right, well let's plug the stuff.
Cool.
Hey, Owen, please.
Well, yeah, How to Slay a Wizard's book on Amazon, Ladle.tv, because when I was kicked off everything, I had to build my own
Yeah, I
thing.
saw, I checked
and
it
so
out.
everything I've ever done is at Ladle.tv, and then OwenBenjamin.com. I also teach piano courses.OwenBenjamin.com.
Do you still talk to Teddy Spaghetti? I meant to ask.
Yeah, I
you.
talk to him all the time.
Hell yeah. We haven't. No, we're fine. We haven't beat
He doesn't care. Yeah.
No, I know.
I love that you called him Teddy.
No,
Spaghetti.
he ended up laughing at it.
I know,
He
it's
was,
He's got a great
he has
sense
good
of humor.
I remember he laughed at it. He was chill with it. So that's why we have dumb names.
I mean, he may do a long plot to take over everything, but he
Right.
doesn't actually care.
Okay, no, I was just wondering because I just remembered that. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Oh,
Can I,
this was fucking
can I do
awesome.
these?
I loved it. I had a
Do
blast.
the reads.
Yeah, we got super tips coming in
Yeah.
the whole show here. Captain 15 for 5 said, hey, Owen, you're the one boomertainment my dad watches that I respect.
Nice.
Didn't
Hell yeah.
expect this crossover. Thanks,
Hell
guys.
yeah.
That's very nice. For 2, hey, Owen, what's your favorite park slopper?
Oh,
My favorite-
okay, so we cover the plus size park hoppers, the fat Disney adults that go to Disney.
Oh, I
fat
saw a
girls.
bunch of those at the airport.
Oh my God, they're the worst. They're the
Traumatized.
worst.
Indiana Dunderino for 2 said, give Raven his shirt back. I think they're
Oh,
talking
that is,
to me.
That is his shirt. That
I
is his
can
shirt.
assure you that this is not Raven's shirt. This is not in his
It's
size.
Jay Dyer's shirt.
Yeah, that's actually a good reference.
Yeah.
Indiana Dunderino for another 2 said, because Drew said don't. I think somebody was probably saying not to give us money in the chat.
Yeah.
Zen Morales, something, I don't know. Can't wait for Owen to tear apart the recent moon crashing. Have fun at Bro Grove. Much love.
Dude, I'm like into NASA now. I think they're like the best comedians on the planet.
Yeah.
They run a really good
Dude, they're
vlog on it.
hilarious.
They're so silly. They really are. Remember the one that went crazy and was in the diaper and ran across the country? That was my favorite one.
This is a really good
The
YouTube
double
name.
slit experiment because they're both lesbos.
I'm always a sucker for a really good chat room name. MLK Ultra.
That's
funny.
great.
For 2. Just joined. Is this live from Bertaria?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go with
We
that.
can go with that. Bertaria, Florida.
Indiana Dunderino for $20, man. Thank you so much. He said, I'll buy the shirt and give it to Raven. He can keep the tank top.
Nice.
Listen, you got a new shirt, dog. You got a new shirt. I don't know what to tell you.
And then Bunny Bear 76 for 2 said, great hang. Thank you.
Great hang.
Yeah, man, this was fucking awesome. We had a great. When we came in, we were like, we didn't even talk about what we were going to talk about. We know
Same.
what we could all just talk forever. This was a fucking blast, dude.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Anytime you want to come on, bro, you are fucking welcome to.
I love
this
it.
is fucking great, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah. And thank you so much to fucking to Top, Man
Top.
for this place is
Yeah,
fucking,
seriously,
this
man,
place
thank
is
you.
Fucking
No, it really is
amazing.
phenomenal.
unbelievable.
Great coffee shop.
Yeah, the coffee's great too. By the way, honestly, and I'm not just saying that it's good coffee.
Very
and I'm Cuban, so
hospitable.
I'm very picky, and spicky too. Also very spicky.
Is that why they call it spick and span?
Yeah, they do because we're usually cleaners. So that
Exactly.
makes
When
sense.
I got here too, I went, it's a coffee shop. I go, so what did they got? Like a little square, like a tiny little
And then you
portion
walk
of a
in here,
coffee
it's
shop, and then I
awesome.
come in and I go, oh no, a coffee shop has a tiny portion of their studio.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a
that's pretty
beautiful
cool.
spot, man.
Yeah.
This is sick, man. This is really awesome. Yeah, Bohemian Grove's going to be sick, I'm sure. So, hey guys, thank you so much.
Cheers.
This was great. And yeah, we're out of here. You can just hit stop streaming, and we could just do.